Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 3 of the Great Dragon Hunt. We're ready to kick the things off here. Last session, because I don't know how long we'll be between these videos, because we really played yesterday, so I don't need to do much of a reminder for the cast, but for any viewers...
It'll probably be about 2 weeks between. So.
Okay.
Oh my days.
So, last session, the player characters... began their journey towards the Seat of Ice. They traveled through the Isdal Pass, using the ring they acquired from the Skywatcher Fort, as the way was barred. The ring proved to possess the ability to sort of melt this ice from the wall that barred their way and allowed them to pass underground, where they had a few sort of little challenges of jumping a bridge and avoiding some flammable gas before they crossed over to the other side and found themselves in a much more rugged area of Orheim. So there's a thick mist blanketing the entire area, and they made their way through a forest towards the mountain peak, where they encountered Grob, a hill giant, who they have befriended, and who warned them of what he referred to as Dragonkin, encampment up ahead, and said that he would help the party fight in exchange for clearing out the camp, as his home is beyond the camp. And so the player characters, with a variety of circular spells and DC checks from me, managed to clear out the camp with the help of Grob. And that's where we rejoin you all today. Now, after... the battle is complete, and you are standing amongst pretty much a field of dead kobolds and one dead ogre. So, what would you like to do?
That was scary.
Well fought, everyone.
There's no sign of the Dragonkin fella after he scarpered, right?
No, he has left. Though I will say the tent he was in looks much more, I guess, ornate than the other, I guess what you assume to be the regular kobold tents. They're simple animal furs and leathers draped over twigs and branches, things like that. Whereas this tent looks to be comprised of metal poles and guy ropes and things like that.
Well, I'll make my way down the ridge and rejoin the others.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the obvious thing is to check the tent that the random dragon.
Yeah, I guess we've not been able to see inside it, right?
Yeah, have a
You have
rummage.
not?
So we'd like to check it carefully in case there's anybody else still lurking inside.
Okay. There is nobody lurking inside. Oh, but you did capture a kobold. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. That was the
we
last
did.
thing.
We took
You
a
did
hostage.
capture a kobold.
A wee dude, yes.
So for the time being, he's just been mutely following you, let's just say. So do you want to deal with the tent or the kobold first, I guess I'll ask?
Tent.
The tent.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I'd be heading to the tent. I didn't really see the kobold getting captured too much.
Okay, so inside the large tent is a fold-out bed and a simple desk. A brazier with a small fire burning makes the inside relatively warm and comfortable.
Can I rummage through the desk?
Sure, you won't need to make an investigation check. There isn't really anything hidden. But inside the desk are loose papers and parchments. But two things catch your eye. And I'll just read out pretty much everything that you find here, just to save you the trouble. So the first thing are a collection of detailed sketches of numerous creatures that appear to be frozen in ice. The creatures include an armored frost giant, a group of yetis, remoras, which is an ice worm, as well as numerous dragons of varying sizes. However, one sketch sticks out apart from the others, as it is not of a creature. It is of a horn, frozen and broken apart in several pieces. The horn has a seal on it identical to the ring from Skywatcher Fort. In addition to that, you also find a collection of letters, all written in Draconic and addressed to Vesrix, that's Vesrix, and they are from Domas.
Dumbass.
Yes.
Dumbass.
Yeah. Although only providing one side of the conversation, they appear to tell a story of Domas being promised wealth and rulership of Orheim in exchange for providing an artifact with the means to release he who was ancient when this world was young. The last letter from Damas indicates that despite a previous promise, he is forced to go and recruit a group of people to slay Icefire. However, he states that the people he has recruited are of, and this is a direct quote from Dumbass, so not me, of such staggering ineptitude that it was a miracle they survived the sea crossing. And he assures Vesrix that there is no chance that the Jarl will allow them to kill Icefire.
I hate this
Can I
guy
tell,
so much.
I know. Screw dumbass. How dare he?
Oh my
What a
God.
dumbass. Is this parchment, would you consider, like, if I looked at it, would it be considered an old parchment? Like, maybe this is, like, the second time this has happened, or are they talking about us?
I guess there's enough letters here that you can kind of tell some are more faded than others. They don't look ancient. They're not crumbling apart in your hand.
Well, seems like we might have been slightly, I'm not going to say duped, but we were just called inept in this letter. We're inept. We're not inept.
Well, certainly not.
We're going to kill Icefire, and I'm going to shove this letter down Dumbass's throat. I swoo.
Harness that rage, Jack. It'll do you well.
I just don't like being called inept. I don't even know what that
Yes.
word means until I looked it up.
I wonder why he wants to rule over a place like this. Sort of
Maybe
seem
it's a
second
good,
fiddle.
I don't know. Dragons are pretty powerful. Maybe if he owns this place, he'll get, like, I don't know, boon with the dragons that are still around. I don't know.
Suppose so.
Be the Lich King? I don't know. Something crazy.
Ah, Cinderagosa.
Did he even have any, like, abilities? I mean, he kind of just seemed like a guy.
He did. You're
I
right.
guess we didn't really push him to find out, though.
That is true.
Well, I'm glad that the Jarl found us worthy, so that, you know, we weren't inept or whatever, and we'll show Damas.
It
We'll
was
kill Icefire.
all you, Jark. You were the reason why.
I mean, I did land the killing blow on the last kobold that we didn't kill,
Mm.
and
I
I
think
looked
it was
down at the other
your-
kobold.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ah, yes.
You're just
little
kind of standing
kobold.
behind us.
Yeah. Little
You're just
kobold.
following.
Who
I
was
imagine
the,
I'm kind of dragging him along a bit.
Yeah.
who was
So-
the one that ran away?
Are you asking the kobold? Well, that was our dragon master, Vesrix.
And what? Do you know what they were doing here? What were they asking you to do?
Mostly stand around and guard and go on expeditions for food and hunts and chop firewood from time to time.
You were nothing to do with these creatures in ice.
Oh, no, I'm just a simple run-of-the-mill kobold. I do not possess that kind of power.
Hey,
You
insight
don't
check.
sound very useful then.
Oh, if you need wood chopped, I'm the kobold for you.
What's your
Yes.
name?
It's Crick.
Crick's a good name.
Quick, do you know where this guy would have been headed? The dragon. What's
Oh,
north of here?
Well, the mountain. And he kind of points up towards the tall mountain peak to your north.
And this is where he'd go?
No doubt. He serves a dragon.
How many of the people like this chap are there?
I believe he is the only one.
Oh. Well, that bodes well.
One's better than two.
Certainly is.
Grob,
Very smart.
do you have any, do you know anything about creatures frozen in ice?
So looking over at Grob, he seems to just be delicately picking over the kobold bodies and stacking a few of them onto his shoulder whilst he kind of dispenses their armor and weapons on the ground. He says, "Hey, frozen in ice, you said? No, not one for that, I'm afraid."
Okay.
Somebody
Well,
who
definitely
is-
gonna keep our eyes out.
Whoever it is, well, it can't be the dragon. Maybe they're a natural enemy of the dragon. Might be useful.
Definitely might be.
Because I assume, and this may be me, playing into stereotypes somewhat, but if a dragon wants to get something out from ice, I can't imagine it would struggle too much.
Especially if his name is Ice Fire. Can't
Well,
imagine
yes.
that hard to.
He'd probably just apply the second half of that.
I want to say you've been told that Icefire is a white dragon, and they're famously exhale cold breath.
Yeah, but his last name is Fire. Mr. Fire.
I think
You're
the DM
staying
is lying to us. I assume he has some sort of fire-based power.
It's actually just Shakiro from Dota.
It's two dragons.
It's two dragons.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I guess I have a silly question to the party. What do we do with this guy? And I kind of give a little cursory kick to the kobold.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
He could
it's not
be-
like I'm not booting him. I'm just kind of like pointing my toes at him.
all
He
right.
could be useful. What is it, Crick? What is it you want to do?
I would like to leave.
Oh, you go.
I think that's fair enough.
I mean, I'm an adept hunter. I could survive in the forest, and when the summers come, I could make my way south, maybe. And
Have you
Did
ever
you get
traveled
us-
on a boat?
Could you get us up the mountain? I know Grub's gonna stop at the town. Is his home. Could you get us the other part of the way? Keep us from getting anywhere treacherous? You must have been around here a few times.
I've never attempted to climb that bloody thing. Look at the size of it.
Would you like to?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you can make a persuasion check if you want to try and persuade Crick to.
This
to
is
come with you.
something Jarek is incredibly good at. Here we go. Nice. I rolled an 8.
So no, you don't seem to convince Crick to ascend the mountain with you.
Darn.
How do we know that he is not going to just back to his masters and alert them more to our whereabouts and what we're doing?
That's a good point.
Oh. You're cleverer than that, aren't you, Crick?
Of course, you truly are the stronger ones here. I would have no quarrel with you, and I would not seek to tell anyone of your presence here.
What about a temporary servant for Grub here? I'm sure you could do with an extra hunter in the forest, no?
What?
Grub,
Snack.
would you like that?
And if you don't like him, you can eat him.
Oh, I suppose I could sweep the cave and prepare the meals.
He's like a canary in a coal mine.
Just until we come back through.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose a temporary helper around the homestead wouldn't be so bad.
Ah, there we go.
Bet you didn't think you'd be making a new friend today, Crick.
Is he gonna eat me?
He might.
Let's do what he says.
The only way to find out is by doing it.
I think he's kind of resigned to his fate, and he sort of bows his head down.
All right.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I'll do just a quick rummage around the whole camp. I know there were more than one tent, but they were not as ornate looking.
Yeah, I mean, I won't ask you for an investigation check because there really isn't anything else to find apart from there's some long swords and short bows on the kobolds. Pretty much an almost infinite amount, I'll be honest, John, because there was about 20 kobolds there. So
Sure was.
All
well,
frozen solid and grounded dust on the rock.
Are
but
they-
other than that, there's a few sort of dried meats and barrels of water that I assume you can refill your water skins at, that sort of thing. But there's not really anything of value.
No jimmies.
No jammies, I'm afraid.
All right.
Would Ish find the arrows there usable?
Yes, let's just say yes.
All right. Ah,
Well-
kobold-made arrows. They're great.
Well, Grub, I'd love to see your house if you want to take us there. I know that's kind of the end of the bargain there, so.
Certainly. I just hope it hasn't been vandalized by the Dragonkin.
Don't worry, Crick will clean it up if it has been.
Certainly, of course. Grob begins to lead you out of the kobold camp, and you head north towards the seat of ice. And after about 30 minutes or so, you eventually do arrive at the base of the mountain, and Grob begins to lead you up a small path that ends after about 10 minutes or so, and you can see it leads into a large cave. There is a strip of animal fur tied across the entrance, and Grob ducks underneath and pokes his head in, and he looks back and says, "No, it's untouched. Perfect." And he steps inside. Do you wish to follow? Do you want to follow him in,
Yeah.
or?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go.
We follow, yeah, for
Sure.
sure.
So yeah, stepping inside Grob's cave, there is like a residing smell of rotten meats and stale sweat, but it is relatively sheltered. There are dried pine needles all across the floor, and you can see there is another large pot. This time, though, this one seemed to be made of cast iron. It looks to be an actual pot rather than just a homemade one that he's acquired. There's also a heap of bended branches and old straw that he has fashioned into a bed that you can see as he dumps the kobold corpses he's been carrying next to the pot, and essentially lies back on the bed and seems to take it easy for a moment. He turns to us and says, "Well, make yourselves at home."
I shall.
Do so.
And kobold fella, get to sweeping. And you can see the kobold sort of looks around before he grabs up a small branch with leaves on it and makes an attempt at sweeping the cave whilst looking nervously towards Grob.
Grub, do you have any kind of help on? We're obviously gonna keep going up the sheet of ice here. The seat of ice here. Just want to know if there's anything, treacherous ways that we shouldn't be going, or things to look out for, those kind of things. Other than obviously the dragons.
Well, Grob's never actually climbed the mountain himself, but there is a bit of a trail that I marked for myself a long time ago. I'm not sure how much of it will be left. I put some iron rods into the ground with some strips of cloth at the end. If you follow those, they'll keep you right for a little while, but then you'll just have to use your wits to get to the top.
It's better than nothing. Well, do we want to, stay for kobold stew, or do we want to, make haste up the mountain here?
What time of day is it?
It's late afternoon.
I might need a rest before we get to fighting dragons.
It's a pretty big mountain, I'm assuming, so probably want to take a rest. Go in the morning, or were you meaning a short rest?
I mean, go in the morning, but
Yeah.
we don't want to get trapped up there at night.
Definitely not.
I think I will go find us something that is less kobold tasting.
Yeah, these
Sure.
rations are starting to taste like kobold too.
Yes.
So I think you, just being a ranger-ish, you can just always find food, right? Even in sort of a slightly more inhospitable area like this.
Yep.
So yeah, you easily find a collection of animals or berries and roots, tubers, that sort of thing, to prepare an evening meal for the whole party.
We find more kobolds. Unfortunately, everyone, there's only kobolds.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else other than just to honk some Z's.
Sure. So if there's nothing else, you all bed down for the evening after your meal. and complete a long rest. And you wake up the next morning.
One thing, Jock, do you have did you get a potion of cold resistance at the initial place we were at, or not?
I mean, that didn't exist, Avi, but yes, I do.
Ah. How many of those do we have? We'll need.
I'm just gonna say I'm unlikely to use mine if I'm not at the front. So if anybody else wants it,
Yeah, I already got one, thanks.
I don't need one.
Alrighty.
I'm naturally hardy.
okay. Astali, you have one?
I already have one. Yep.
Okay, I'll keep hold of it.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah, so
Shall
you,
we make our way?
We shall.
Thanks, Grob. Bye.
that's quite all right. Do pay me a visit on your way down if you're successful in slaying the dragon.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, you begin, or you set off and begin your ascent of the sea device. So, looking up, it looks like the peak of the mountain itself is shrouded in clouds, and you cannot see the top. But you assume it's going to take at least 2 days to climb it. It is a very tall mountain. However, the initial path you're on isn't too steep, and you do find Grob's trail of iron poles driven into the earth with strips of cloth that lead you for a small while across some slightly less broken down and treacherous terrain. But after about 2 hours of travel, those end, and at this point, you will have to ascend the mountain unaided. So, at this point, I'll ask for an order of travel and a survival check from someone at advantage.
Well, I would say, realistically, because I am a mountain Goliath, I would probably be leading the way.
Okay.
And I'm pretty good at survival as well. Did you say add advantage?
Yeah.
That is a 26.
26. So, Admiral John Beluga at home at both the seas and the mountains.
Impressive.
Yar.
And Lithuania.
Finds an easy path up the side of the mountain and leads you heartily through the more treacherous terrain. And you will travel like this for about most of the day. There's not going to be any initial challenge, but was there anything anyone would like to do as you're climbing the mountain?
Sing a sea chant.
Watch the skies, man.
I'm just heading up the rear, keeping an eye out.
I would like to cast Sleet Storm.
Slide all the way back down.
Whee!
Nice. Okay. So, towards the end of the day, Ish, looking out onto the horizon, you actually see a thick band of dark clouds on the horizon heading towards the mountain, which would seem to indicate stormy weather's on the way, and it'll probably hit within about an hour. Now, the party has no shelter at the moment, and there isn't really been anything that you've passed within the last hour or so that would provide adequate shelter from this weather. So what would you like to do?
It looks like we're going to be in for a bit of a storm here, everyone. We should probably find a way, or a little crack or something, somewhere to hunker down.
I might be able to help us with that.
Oh, you got more
I'm
tricks in those
somewhat-
sleeves.
I certainly do. It depends on how kindly our DM is feeling, however.
The what?
You described it as stormy weather, right, Craig?
That's what it looks like it's going to be.
So
Heavy rain and thunder.
this is genuinely asking if I can get away with it. My Call Lightning spell does have a clause on that says when I use
does.
it, I can actually take control of an existing storm.
It sure does. You also get extra damage, if I recall.
Yes,
correctly, which I know doesn't
it is also
apply.
stronger, yeah, but it does say if you're outdoors in stormy conditions when you cast the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one.
Okay.
Can I use that to essentially shape safe passage through it for us? And make sure we don't get zippity zapped?
Sure. What I would say is that you could control it enough that you can sort of guide any potential like rogue bolts of lightning
Yeah,
that might hit you.
safely away.
But you probably wouldn't have the ability to stop the rain or dissipate the clouds.
Okay. Well, Alex will say, well, I can make sure we don't get zapped, but the rain might be beyond me.
I think that might be a bit of a deal. If we get soaked out here and in this cold,
Yes, it does sound a little dangerous. Can anybody
we-
shelter us from the rain?
I mean, should we like? I know this sounds crazy with being like an hour away, but should we start trying to build like an igloo or something?
Have you built many igloos, Jack?
Jonathan
Johnny,
has.
there's a rock face nearby. I can maybe shape a cave out of it.
For fuck's sake.
A 5
The
foot
spell's
cave.
coming in handy.
how many times
I mean,
can
if
you
you
do
sorry,
that?
Sorry, I'm
If
asking you. Yeah.
if you're asking me, then I mean, let me double check Stone Shape because I haven't actually read it. Like to fit 5 people comfortably in an area to avoid not just the rain but the heavy winds and things like that would accompany the storm would probably be pretty difficult to do.
It does say it's no more than 5 feet in any dimension. But we could maybe manage.
You'd have to do it a lot of times.
A lot.
I can only do it twice.
Okay, I would say that's probably not enough to fit 7 people down, or not 7, sorry, 5 people, to allow them all adequate space for a long rest.
Can I tell how like we're up the side of a mountain? Can I tell how deep the snow is?
Sure. I mean, it's not up to your knees just yet. It's about 3 or 4 inches or so.
I don't know, everyone. We're gonna have to find something soon. Branches. Try to make a hut. I don't know.
Don't really have a whole lot of time for that, but I mean,
Does
is there
seem a
any
little
way for us
risky.
to fashion a shelter on the side of this mountain?
There's not really any trees. It's just mostly loose rock that's around. Loose rock and snow.
Perhaps we have to push on.
I was gonna say, double time it up the mountain and see if we find something.
I wonder
Okay,
if
idea.
I wonder if
Yeah.
Moby can take a look to see if there's some advantageous around.
If we do that, yes, I can, but I cannot move while I do it.
Don't get wet.
All right. Yeah, I'll spend the spell slot. Send
Okay.
Moby scouting.
Sure. How far can Moby fly away from you, or how long does the spell last? I guess would be a better
Beast
question.
Beast sense is 1 hour.
All right. Okay.
Use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses.
Okay.
Blinded and deafened to your own surroundings. There's not a range. This is not like doing.
Sure. No, that's fine. That makes sense. Okay, so I would say within about 10 minutes of mostly upward flying along the path you're traveling, you can actually see a sheltered area beneath a large wall of rock. However, preceding that, there is something of a hazard that you would have to cross. You can see there's an area where the path kind of snakes around back on itself, but it looks like a recent avalanche has loosened the ground, and you can see there's loose rocks and scree completely covering the path for about 100 feet. But alternatively, to the left of that is a sheer rock wall that the party could attempt to climb instead.
All right. We need to move pretty quickly. Moby went pretty far. There is shelter up ahead. There is a bit of some difficult terrain that we will have to deal with, but we should get moving now before that storm gets any closer.
Sounds like a plan.
I start moving now.
Now, double time.
Sure. So yeah, you press on, and within about 30 minutes or so, you arrive at what I actually titled in my notes as the predicament.
Uh-oh.
So what would you like to attempt? So there is this loose rock path that looks like if you were to slip on it, you'd probably fall about 30 feet or so, but you could easily climb back and reattempt it. Or the rock wall is a 60-foot climb up a sheer rock wall.
I can help a couple of people and myself. I don't know if anybody else has something.
Avi, why
can-
don't we all just get on your back and you fly us up there?
I am not that big. Jark, you're much bigger than me.
Come on, I'm not that big. Calling me fat?
I mean, I can help you fly on your own. I don't need to carry you, but I think I'm the smallest of the group by some margin, right?
Most likely.
Would we call the like landslide portion difficult terrain, or does it look more significantly more dangerous than that?
It would be difficult terrain in sort of if we were on a battle map or something like that. But the danger here would be the loose rock giving way beneath your feet.
Okay.
Well, I can likely try to traverse it and maybe carry someone across. I'm quite big and very strong.
Well, I mean, I can help Jark fly and maybe Estalda too, and maybe the other two Ish and Beluga go on foot.
I can teleport a distance.
That seems relevant.
That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
So is it less than 30 feet worth?
100
No,
feet.
it's
Like
100
loose-
feet.
Oh, it's 100 feet.
Yeah.
I don't hate the idea of the climb either. I can probably do that, but
I do not
I
want
do
to get
have
caught on the rock
kittens and a
face
hammer.
in the middle of a storm.
Okay.
I'd be fine.
You would.
Ish and Jark I can help fly, and the other two you can teleport and just you're strong enough, Beluga, I guess.
Does that ability land stride help me at all here? Non-magical difficult terrain costs no extra movement. Can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed. It's a lot of plant-based stuff. This is advantage on saving throws against plants, but you know.
I mean, so what I would say with that is that it would sort of negate, I guess, the movement penalty of having to move slower across the loose rocks, but it wouldn't negate the potential for them to slip out under you.
I think I will walk.
I might try my luck with the climb.
Good
You
luck.
need any of my climbing gear, Captain? Or sorry, Admiral?
I'll let you get away with that one.
Just the first time.
I suppose yes. I'm fairly
Yeah.
confident with the climb, but I'll give it a go.
I'll hand him my hammer and tins.
Sure. Okay.
Sorry. Fly is a 3rd level spell. If I cast it at 4th level, I can target 2 people, so I can cast it twice and get all of you, and then I can fly on my own.
That sounds good as well, but will that not
But you will-
magically exhaust you
You'll be
somewhat?
spent.
Yeah, but I mean, we are going to cover for a long rest, no?
We're going
Depends
to
how
cover
long
for
the
a
storm
time.
lets us rest. Yes, it may be a short rest.
Or a short rest is fine. I can recover in time.
Well, all right, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
I guess we fly.
I cast fly on at 4th level on Jark and Estalda.
Okay.
I can only do it one at a time, so
Oh yeah, okay. It's concentration.
So you're casting fly on them, and then I assume they're flying up. You will drop your concentration on that, and then cast it on Beluga.
that's the plan. If that's not too lame.
No, I mean, I've put all this time writing down DC checks and things like that for all these things, and you've got all these fancy spells. So yeah, sure, you do it. They can fly up if they so wish.
With my fly spell on, I would like to traverse the ground.
So you want to try crossing
that help
it?
you?
You can try and cross it on the ground.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's
Hey,
fine.
no, I really think like I don't need this fly spell, but I kind of want to see how well does this go.
Okay. All right. So you begin to walk across the scree, and I will need. Well, let's just start. We'll just do one at a time. So it's an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 16.
So that's a pass. If you want to make another one for me, as you.
Yup.
That one's a fail, however. But as you press your foot down, you feel the loose rock give way beneath you, and you begin to slide. But I assume as you begin to slide, you're going to.
I'm going to fly.
Yeah. So you all watch Ish lose his footing out on the loose rock before he takes off into
All
the air.
right, the flying was a better idea.
It was worth a try.
Right?
So that was Ish and Jark
Yeah.
took the first passage, was it up? The
Wee.
flight. Sure. So they
Sure.
fly up the 60-foot sheer rock wall and land next to a small clearing.
Right.
Yeah, I recast on the admiral and Astardo.
Okay, so I assume once again that they're both flying up and they land
Yeah,
next to
I'll fly up.
Ish and
And I'll
Jack.
fly up behind.
Nicely done. So yeah, you all safely glide up.
Predicament, my ass.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Craig.
Nice one, Abby.
That's all right.
Magic.
That was a bizarre
hmm.
sensation, but pretty
Well, I
cool.
hope you enjoyed it. I can't do it in the fight sex because I need to create spikes and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, but think of how daunting and perilous a flying jerk would be.
It's true. It's something to consider.
Whee! Yeah. I guess we'll find our home in the hole.
Home in the
Or
hole.
in-
Nice. So yeah, after about 10 minutes of walking, and as the dark clouds overhead begin to approach, you find a small, dry cave that you can all fit in and shelter in for the day. And just as you're sort of climbing inside and preparing your bedrolls, the heavens open, and you see a massive cascade of water begin to pound onto the side of the mountain, and you hear a heavy wind blowing, and the distant sound of thunder and lightning illuminating the landscape. But for you all, it's safe and dry in the cave.
I see.
Flying is very good. Very good idea.
Why
a
don't we
good
just
cave.
fly up the... Anyway, why don't we just fly up the mountain? I don't know.
We could do that.
I think it's rather limiting in that only two of us get to go at a time. What if they
If
run
I,
into
yeah, if
trouble?
I fly you, two of you up and you end up in trouble, I can't get to you. And I think it's good for
True.
this, but not my main method of transport.
Come on, you don't want to get the DM really angry?
Have an exhausted warlock by the time we get to the top.
Right.
Yeah, well, not the best.
Hmm.
All right.
All right.
Speaking of exhausted warlocks, I could do with a rest.
Me too.
Okay, so you all bed down for the evening, and despite the cold temperatures and the terrible weather outside, which ends about halfway through the night, you manage to all complete a long rest before you awake somewhat rested in the chilly mountain air.
Everyone be careful. That water probably froze last night. Might be a little treacherous out there now. We're
Maybe
gonna
we do
continue
fly.
up the mountain.
Maybe we do.
Okay, so you set off and once again begin your climb. The terrain is much more difficult than it was before, and it is steep in places, and you find yourself having to take frequent breaks to get your breath back. And so I suppose not the Admiral, who is used to the high altitudes and the mountain climbing. Looking up towards the summit of the mountain, you can see the swirling clouds blocking out your sight of the peak, but otherwise the slopes themselves are still and peaceful. You look out across the land behind you, and the only signs of life are solitary creatures flying in the open air. So around about halfway through the day, you find a small frozen pond where you can see a stream once flowed through. This quiet, tranquil spot seems to offer the perfect spot to rest for the afternoon.
It's a trap. Let's keep going.
You can keep going if you'd like.
It does look very perfect.
It is rather nice.
I insight check the surrounding.
I think you would need to make a perception check if you want to. Oh, I guess it would be a question of what are you looking for exactly, if you actually were suspicious of this small mountain pond.
I want to look for things, like things. Yeah, I want to look for living things. You know, people hiding in trees.
I guess you could make a perception check.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, looking around this small, peaceful area, you see no creatures waiting to ambush you in trees, no fearsome monsters hiding behind rocks or anything like that. It does just seem a quiet spot.
Seems nice to me. Any reason to stop other than just to check out the nice pond?
Nah, this works.
No. I mean, it's been a long morning, but I'm not too tired. If we want to carry on.
I fill my water and keep going.
Okay. So you continue onwards and begin your climb once again up the peak. And let's see. You press on and begin looking for a place to spend the night. And eventually you do find a rocky outcrop that provides some shelter from the elements, and you spend the night resting there. And the next morning, you awake, and looking towards the summit, you'll know you'll reach this thick cloud bank today. And that you set off around about 30 minutes or so into your journey. Ish, if you would like to make a nature check for me.
You know, you'd think I'd be really good at this, but it's intelligence-based, and Ish is well wise, but not very intelligent. That's a 4.
A 4.
It's
Okay.
a mountain.
I see a mountain.
So
Big
you don't
mountain.
initially have the sort of early warning signs. However, within a few moments, all of you begin to feel a deep rumbling echoing through the mountain. And looking up towards the bank of clouds, you can see a massive drift of snow begin to break through the swirling clouds and come tumbling towards you. The few scraggly trees it meets are completely swallowed, and the avalanche comes crashing down towards you. So you have a few moments to prepare. What would you all like to do?
Oh shit.
Does absorb elements work?
I don't know if I doubt it.
It does not. It does not. So how many of us can fly again? The 3?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't have time to discuss it. I fly on my own, and I can whoever's closest to me, which I guess would not be the 2 people at the front, so it'll be Estalda and Chuck. I'll reach out and cast fly on them.
Okay.
Carry us!
I'll try to carry somebody. That's fine. I'll pick up
I'll-
Ish. No wait,
I'm
I'd pick up
pretty-
the Admiral.
I'm pretty bloody strong when it comes to carrying someone, so I have what you could call a powerful build that allows me to carry people very well.
You are like 8'9".
7'1" actually. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what help carrying somebody would do for our stability if this hits us.
Well, I think the idea is to fly up and out of the way.
All right. Well, I mean, I can carry any of you.
I've already cast fly on the other 2 though, because they're closest.
Well, it's been fun being alive.
Yeah, I mean, I'll like.
Is there like anything nearby
Anything what, sorry?
to fly to? Like, is there an outcrop or something? That's
I mean, the avalanche needs to be coming down the entire side of the mountain that you're on. You could fly above the avalanche.
That's what Jark wants to do.
Are you taking me with you?
well, go. Go. You 2 must go now, and I'll try to get the others once you are at a safe place.
I try to pick up Ish and fly away
Okay.
because I don't think I could pick up the Admiral, unfortunately.
No,
He's a big
I'm
boy.
330 pounds.
And me and
Maybe
Estalda couldn't
between the
carry the
2 of us.
Admiral between the 2 of us, or not?
I mean, I guess you probably. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what the
I'm
rules
330
are.
pounds in plate armor.
That's
Might be-
pretty much a no.
I mean,
I
can you
guess.
do anything I mean, you can shape the earth with your spikes and whatnot. Can you do anything against this? I can do a little bit, but I might need help.
Yeah. Is there like a rock nearby I can like fasten a wall out of, like a 5-foot wall that we can crouch behind?
Actually, I think I can defend us against the snow if we remain still.
That also
They're already
sounds
flying!
very useful.
I mean the people not flying. People who are flying should just thoroughly get out of the way at this point.
That might just
I
be
am-
you if I'm being carried.
Save yourself,
Well,
Admiral.
Sorry. And it's
Captain
gonna
goes down
leave.
with the ship.
So,
That's fine.
so everyone apart from the
I
Admiral
actually think I can. I think I'm okay.
Okay, so everyone apart from the Admiral John Beluga ascends from the side of the steep mountain, leaving him alone on the slopes. But for the four of you, you ascend beyond the height of the avalanche, and you're relatively safe from it. But Admiral John Beluga, what would you like to do?
I would like to prepare, because I didn't realize this is how this spell works, but with Gust of Wind, I can actually channel a blast of wind for a minute that is 60 foot long and 10 foot wide. So I'd like to prepare for when the snow is about to hit me, the snowdrift, to literally make myself a wind tunnel and just blast it forward so the snow goes around me.
Yeah,
Split the avalanche.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems like it would work. So yeah, you, for the four of you flying up in the air, you see the Admiral John Beluga reach out with his palm, and just before the avalanche connects with him, he extends it forward, and the avalanche parts around him, lending him an almost mystical air as the snows part before him. And the avalanche continues for about 30 minutes or so before the entire side of the mountain is covered in a heavy level of snow, apart from around the Admiral John Beluga and 60 feet in front of him, which seems to be relatively unscathed.
Nice Moses over here.
That's what I was thinking.
Oof. I should have been a weatherman.
Flying is cool, but this is definitely cooler.
As we're descending back to the Admiral, I'm gonna say to everyone, so, with those fancy tricks, does anyone want to join the Admiral and I? I mean, he seems like he can part the Red Sea kind of thing.
I don't really have a thing for boats. Being out on the water makes me queasy.
Don't worry about it. I'm an experienced deckhand. Never really learned any of the actual deck stuff, but when you can do things like that, it rarely matters.
Well, now we gotta be real careful, because there's lots of loose snow underfoot. Yeah, guess we'll not die to an avalanche and keep going.
Okay. So Quiet once again returns to the mountain as you set off, and you press on, and the incline is relatively gentle now. The snow sort of providing an even blanket. You do occasionally sink quite deep into, and it does tire you out, but there's no danger of slipping or falling. But towards the afternoon, you find yourselves approaching this thick, swirling band of grey clouds that seem to bar the way to the mountain peak.
Seems like someone doesn't want us going up there.
Well, that's too bad.
We're going to have to disappoint them.
We're already here, more or less. How do we get in? Let us in.
So the only way
approaching it.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Admiral, do you have any powers to part this as well, or just
Well, I
avalanches?
mean, a similar thing might work. I don't really know what this is, to be honest. If we get a closer look at it, I might be able to do something. I've heard of tales of people having to traverse walls of mist, though, to get to things. So.
It's a good start. I like that as a starting campaign.
No, you're in Barovia once you get through this.
Craig's accent immediately changes.
It's me, dragon. Blah.
Well, so why don't you, Admiral John Beluga, you can either make an Arcana check or a Nature check if you'd like to determine the nature of these clouds.
You'll find I'm quite bad at both. That is a 17, okay.
A 17, okay. So looking at the way the clouds are quickly swirling around, you recognize them as being magical in nature, and it would require a strong ability of dispelling this magic to pass through without being impeded by the clouds.
Wouldn't you know? I can dispel magic.
Okay.
I can try that. I believe it's magical. Yeah, I will cast dispel magic on it.
1 second, let me just...
What can't Admiral John Beluga do?
Anything that you'd expect a cleric to do.
Yeah.
I can't
Heal? Absolutely
I
not.
can't resurrect people.
I'm just trying to double check. Is it me who makes an ability check, or is it Connor?
Yes.
Yeah, it's me.
I know.
Okay.
I use an ability. I make an
He
ability
does.
check. Sorry.
because it is this spell is above 3rd level.
Okay.
You have to beat it, right?
I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
cast it at 4th level if that would make a difference.
I could also do that, but I'm not sure we know the level of the spell.
Right, so he doesn't know. He just casts
Oh
the
yeah,
spell.
no, I mean if he casts it and it fails, I could
Yeah.
try again.
So would that be like it's equivalent to a spell attack roll, right?
Yeah, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay. D20 plus 7. Let's go. 14.
14.
So if it's 4th level or below, it will get cancelled.
It does get cancelled then.
Nice.
Just.
With a wave of your hand and a magical incantation, the swirling grey clouds dissipate, and you can see large chunks of hail drop to the ground that were being picked up and carried by the swirling grey clouds, and it reveals the summit of the mountain. And before you, you can see 1 second. A stone door carved into the side of the mountain with 2 spheres glowing with a blue light either side of this entrance.
Well, I wasn't
That's
expecting
not
that.
ominous. I expected a
Look
dragon to be
ominous.
sitting at the top.
Me too.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, off you go, Jack.
yeah. Yep. I guess I'm just gonna go towards the door.
Okay. Yeah, so you approach the door. Nothing seems to happen.
My question is, should we see? We're at the summit, so I expect some, crazy stuff to be happening. Maybe dragons to fly back home or whatever. Should we? Maybe we'll wait for combat to drink the potions for cold resistance. Anyway, I'm gonna try
could-
the door.
Okay.
Okay. So the door opens with a heavy push, and a gust of cold air flows out. The entrance is a small tunnel with a thick layer of ice around the walls and ceiling. More spheres hang across the path, giving the tunnel an ethereal quality.
Ooh. Yeah, no traps on the door. Just a scary tunnel. Is everyone ready? 'Cause I don't feel.
I could actually do with a small rest here if we are, about to summit this thing.
We're already at the summit.
Well, you know what I mean.
Abby,
You should have
love a
peed
bloody
before we
rest.
left.
I do love a rest. I'm a warlock, yeah.
Ah. As a
I
sailor,
mean, it's up
we
to
get
you.
very few rests.
True. Well, I mean, up to you guys.
I mean, we can certainly wait outside a moment. I imagine whatever's in there probably knows we're coming after our trick with the cloud, but
True. Yeah. Maybe you guys can
Maybe they'll let us
investigate the
wait.
entrance. Just. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
let me have a look at these orbs in the door, Craig.
Sure. So they seem to be very large glass orbs hanging from a thick iron chain attached to the rock of the mountain itself. But there seems to be a small blue glowing sphere inside of the orb that seems to be just some sort of simple magical enchantment to provide a form of light.
Ah. He's given us drift globes.
Blue drift globes.
Ooh,
Fancy.
A limited
fancy
edition.
ones.
Get them when you get the 12-pack of Gatorade or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just sort of while everyone's resting, I'll just be inspecting them.
So sorry, you are resting here, are you?
Well, it seems like
guess
people want to
so.
take a short break.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a little break.
As you sit down, after about 2 or 3 minutes or so, you feel the wind once again begin to pick up, and the forms of these thick grey clouds return, and you can see the hail across
Okay.
the ground begins to skitter.
Bad idea.
Quite
Bad
a-
idea.
Quite a,
Let's
quite
get
a
inside.
pain to keep
Abby,
casting.
the
spell
DM doesn't
master.
want you to or short rest
Yeah.
every 5 minutes.
Let's go inside. Bad idea.
Right.
Okay.
Can I try to
Yeah.
take one of the spheres? How connected are they?
I mean, you can, yeah.
Might be a good light source, to be honest
So-
with you.
you can, I guess, so you can attempt to essentially pick up this large glass sphere and smash it against the side of the mountain. Inside there is a drift globe that glows with just a blue light, rather than I guess a white light or a yellow light is the classic vanilla version. But you can take one and eventually
I'll take a
attune
drift
to it
globe,
if you
yeah.
like. Okay.
I was already on. I'm fine. Oh, I take all that.
That's a good attack.
Okay, so you press forward through this tunnel, and eventually you find yourselves in a large open hall. The walls and ceiling are thick with ice, and there's a stone pool completely frozen over in the center. Across the edges of the room are tremendously huge blocks of ice with some sort of creatures frozen within them, and at the far end of the room are a pair of stone doors.
Are they? Oh, I guess we might have to take a closer look. But are the creatures frozen in ice the same creatures frozen in ice that we saw on the parchment?
Well, let me read you what's written in my notes here, John. Looking closely, you recognize the contents of these blocks of ice as the creatures from Vesrix's sketches. But one appears that you do not recognize. You looking inside, you see the bright red robes and the familiar face of Dumbass locked in a silent scream.
Fucking dumbass. Wait, hold on.
How did he get up here? He dropped us off.
I think the dumbass in town may not be dumbass.
Oh,
Oh.
shapeshifters or something.
Something like that.
Oh.
Hmm. A magical trick, perhaps.
He's encased in ice?
Yes, but just for the record, he is dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's not a case of you melt the ice and
I was gonna say,
he's
like, will
alive.
the ring melt it for us?
Just a cryogenics
Get him out.
thing up here.
no.
We could-
So
Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead, John.
I was just going to ask if the ring would actually melt any of this ice. Is it magical ice or is it just regular ice? Give it a try, Avi, just for fun.
I'll put my hand on the dumbass ice block.
The ice slowly begins to melt, and if you continue, you will probably begin to unseal his flesh, exposing it to the elements. Do you wish to continue until you've unsealed his entire body?
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to achieve with this. Maybe it's best left alone.
Yeah, I mean, my only thought would be, I don't know. I don't know. Probably not a good idea. Desecration, bodies, frozen ice cube man.
I'm
The
probably
last
pretty
time
sure.
people thawed out the frozen ice cube man, it didn't end well. So
True. I mean,
Did
you
it,
are a
like,
clerk.
Did the ice kill him? Like, there's no other visible.
well, I
Ooh,
think it
that's
might have
good.
been the hypothermia.
You're a cleric, no admiral. Maybe you can revive this man, or do you not do that sort of thing? Just
I
stones?
really don't. I mean, I'm theoretically a cleric in many people's minds, but I've always fancied myself more of a sort of,
Say that.
Admiral.
naval wizard.
Right. Okay.
No,
naval
I
wizard.
can't. I mean, I can just about stop somebody from dying if they're in front of me, but I can't bring back the dead. No.
Yeah. I guess I will leave him be then, and all these other creatures.
Can we
Yeah,
see
that's
the
like-
horn? Is the horn there?
Yes, you can. Yep, you do find a small block of ice placed on a simple stone plinth where there are 5 shards of some sort of ivory horn, but you do recognize it as the one from the sketches.
Well, this,
Yeah,
on the
it's
other
broken.
hand, I think would be interesting to defrost.
I can definitely fix that if we get it out.
Okay, yeah, I'll put my hand on the block and retrieve the horn.
Okay, so you melt
Or
down
attempt.
the large block of ice until the 5 pieces of it clatter onto the top of the stone plinth.
Well,
Do your best, Admiral.
I will. I'll rifle through the pieces of the horn and kind of one by one jigsaw them together with mending.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you once again put the horn back together. There are no magical properties to it. You get the sense through, I guess, mending it that it once held some sort of, or it was a vessel for some sort of enchantment, but it is long gone.
You
in
can
its
say that all
destruction.
you like. As soon as it's done, I'm tooting the horn.
Sure, yeah. So you bring the horn up to your lips and.
But I'm really bad at it, so it's just like.
Fifth grader.
Okay.
I'm
playing-
sorry, I was never good at the clarinet in the Naval Academy. Would anybody else like a go of tooting my horn?
Hey.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
You
Oh, so you can
slobbered
wipe
all over it.
You can wipe the spittle off. It's probably frozen by now.
You said Domas was dead. Can we obviously know that all the other, like, can we notice like the Yetis? Are they obviously dead or?
I mean, they are almost perfectly preserved in ice. You can attempt to unfreeze them and check for certain if you'd like.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm gonna pass. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, this
No.
horn's underwhelming.
yeah, no dragon up here either. There's there's a
Abby,
stone
what if
door over there
we-
though.
Abby, maybe you should try holding the horn with your ring or something. It might do something.
Ooh.
Yes. worth a
Combine them
shot.
together.
I'll grab the horn off the admiral.
It does nothing.
No,
Again, very underwhelming, I'm afraid.
make sparkles or something.
So
Oh,
there's nothing else left in the ice except for creatures, right? There's no other.
That's correct. Yeah.
no, there's a door over there. We haven't checked that one yet. If I recall correctly, right? Stone door.
There's a door.
There's a door. Yeah.
The door it is. Poor
Yeah.
Thomas.
I'll
Is
bring the
this-
horn with us. I'll sling it by my side.
Okay.
I have some faith in the horn remaining.
Okay. So you approach the heavy stone doors, and as you do, we'll take a break there before we get to the next section, because God knows how long it will take. Because it is
Wait a
all
minute.
kobolds. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna
It's
find
just
an even
800
bigger horn to
kobolds.
do mending on.
Yeah.
The avalanche is actually of kobolds. It's just kobolds. flying down.
But for now, there's a door that you
Whoa.
stand before. And I believe it was Jark who approached
Jark,
it.
yeah,
so-
go open that door, buddy.
Well, before we
know.
go through, I'm assuming there's going to be a dragon behind this door.
I mean, there could be a whole dungeon behind this. You know, there could be dragons on dragons. There could be, I don't
It's
know.
more that kind of show, John.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to say a few words. That I know we all came here with for different reasons. I know we're all really quite different people. Some of us are here for the gold and the gems. Some of us are here for trophies, and the others are here for protecting the people. But I like to think that we've all banded together in the last few days and that we've become quite a team, and well, let's prove to that dead dumbass that we are not inept.
I like what you did there.
We've become quite a crew. Just wait until we buy a boat.
I'm telling you, no boats. I don't want to go out on a boat. I don't like it.
Oh, we'll get you on the boat yet.
Society of Courage away.
So I'll just double check. I assume you were using your inspiring leader feat there to give everyone, what was it, 11 temporary hit points?
11.
Or you said- okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, no,
incredibly
11
inspiring.
It was. I feel
11
inspired.
temporary hit points for everybody.
Nice one. Very nice. So, Jark, if you can make a strength check for me, as this will require a heavy push.
It did
from
not
you
push
to
very
open.
hard. I rolled an 8.
Okay, so Jark
can-
strains at the door.
I can move in to help. I will say, because I'm a Goliath, I do count as a large creature in what I can push, drag, or lift.
A big boy.
All right, okay. I mean, you can powerful build. I guess that's what made you want to play a Goliath, wasn't it?
It's because I am in real life 7'1" and powerfully built. So.
Okay, with the two of you and a heavy push, you crack the ice that was sealing the door from within, and you push it open and reveal a thick white mist that can restrict your vision to about 10 feet or so in front of you. However, a stone staircase leads down in front of you towards a snow-covered floor.
Guys,
Whoa.
I'm just thinking, if this dragon is going to unfreeze everything that sits behind us, we are going to be
dead, isn't it?
Well, we don't know that. And maybe it's best to check before we descend. No?
You think we should smash everything in here first?
I think we should smash one just to check they are dead.
I think all of us could probably smash them pretty well, but my hammer should do the trick.
I don't really have smashing implements, but yeah.
Well, I've
mean,
got a
just
little
like-
trick with this one, and I'll sort of like
Shatter.
wiggle my warhammer around and point out that it crackles with thunder around it.
Okay. Where did you get that?
I don't know. I just sort of became a little more experienced in the talents I wield and realized I can do this.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe we should try one before we go.
I think it's a grand idea. I'll go and test my hammer against the remaining ice surrounding dumbass, and see what happens.
Oh no, that one is definitely dead.
Oh, this is a test one. You know, if it's something larger and angry, I'd want to know that we can really, get it with one hit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Poor
with,
dumbass.
with several swings of your hammer, you eventually crack and break the ice surrounding Dumbass, and his lifeless body flops onto the floor once you free it from the ice.
Yep, this one's dead-ish.
Great.
Get the others.
I think we knew that.
That felt a little unnecessary, but
Oh, we can do the others.
then okay. So what's left? There's a
So there's a pair of young red dragons locked together. There is a very large black dragon encased in ice, as well as a very large bronze dragon encased in ice. There's also a frost giant encased in ice, a group of 3 yetis encased in ice, and a remoras. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think you're right, yeah. What if... Now, this is my concern. What if these are the enemies of Icefire? Were they to unthorn his undoing, we may be slaying, I don't want to say the natural order here, but we may be doing more harm to the region than good. Dragons
Okay.
are intelligent creatures. I'm not sure I'm okay with smashing 4 of them to pieces on a whim. Looks down at
Sure.
Dumbass. Ignore him.
I
No,
I
that
agree
makes
with
sense.
the Admiral. Yeah.
yeah. That's a fair assumption.
It
And if
does.
we're,
Okay.
if we're wrong, gestures around at the 4 dragons.
Yeah,
We're going to die so quickly it won't matter
It
anyway.
won't matter. You're right.
that's a good point. Good point. Okay, let's descend.
All right.
Okay. So you press forward, and your vision is heavily obscured by the mist, but you hear a distant wind carry across far above you. But you continue to press forward, your vision obscured both ahead and around you as you crunch across the snow-covered floor. So you walk forward for about 30 seconds or so until you feel a sudden shaking in your environment, and all of a sudden there is an incredible burst of wind ahead of you. The mist clears, and you find yourselves actually in the frozen crater of a volcano, thick ice covering the crater. You are surrounded on all sides by a 50-foot sheer rock wall, and ahead of you, you recognize first the green-robed figure of the half-dragon from the Kobold encampment. He stands with arms folded, staring out in silent challenge towards you, and a large, swirling blue sphere surrounds his entire body. However, the creature that your eyes are drawn to at the far end of the crater is the gargantuan form of a white dragon. Its sleek form is hunched over as thick spines stand out from its crest. You see a variety of scars and old wounds from ancient battles across its body. Its armored scales are a patchwork of white, pale blue, and light grey. It has feral, glowing blue eyes that stare out towards you in furious challenge, and with an almighty roar, it attacks.
Damn it.
So,
Well, we can rule out him from being the dragon.
so
Oh, he's
this is the
huge!
battle map. He
Oh
is
my
very
God.
big.
Oh,
Craig, would you say he
my-
looks ancient?
You could apply that word to him as a description for sure.
Well, fuck.
So if you'd like to all roll initiative,
No.
Fuck,
Okay.
why did we come here again?
I rolled an 8. God.
Why didn't we make our potions already?
I don't know.
that's a good point actually. Yeah, you even discussed it earlier.
Oh,
Because everyone was like, oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry.
a 10.
A 9.
I recommend
We're all
everyone
going
drinking
Oh,
to
we
their
are
die.
so
We're all going
fucked.
to die.
Well, luckily, the dragon is going to roll a 1 on its
He rolled a
initiative.
14, I'm afraid.
Not great.
And Vesrix rolls a 7.
Oh, we moved very
Screw
far
you,
ahead.
Vesrix.
Yeah, you guys.
Asalda, you
probably-
okay up there, buddy?
You guys would probably be around where I'm pinging there. You managed to get a little bit close.
How did we not see the dragon by this point?
Because it was, I described the mist as
It was misty.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was obscured.
Over
Okay, so let me just
Jerk.
adjust and
Yeah.
switch to some fun battle music.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da.
I was like, where have I heard that before? Just like,
So, at the beginning of the turn order, before you, Avian, the dragon will take a lair action.
And leave.
and fly
It
away.
will not leave. And I have some handily prepared spheres, or circles, sorry, for this purpose.
Ooh.
So, within a 20-foot circle, so I will say Astalda, Jart, and Avian, I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good job,
So
Jordan.
anyone within 10 feet of me
Yeah.
gets a +3.
So
Okay.
that's an 11.
20.
Sorry, was it?
Constitution saving throw, yep. Okay, so you all actually succeed. The DC on this isn't too high.
Goodness.
However, you all take, let me see, it would be 7 cold damage as a freezing fog surrounds the area and obscures your vision. And the
Blast.
fog will continue to be there. But that's the end of its lair action, and I'll allow you to have your go, Avian.
Okay. Do we do bonus actions? We can drink spells. Drink potions. Sorry.
Yeah, if they're on you, you can do that. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action drink my potion of cold resistance,
Okay.
which I have no idea. Like, what does it actually do? Is it just half
Provides you
damage?
with resistance to cold damage. Yeah, so you
Cool.
only take half damage from cold sources.
Okay. And I'm going to cast fly on the 2 people next to me.
Okay.
Oh my god, flying jerk, let's go!
So that's a concentration spell for you, and
Yeah.
I'll give Jark and Astalda wings.
Oh, not the snail of fly. Come on.
No, because we do have a character who also uses the snail for his real purpose. Anything else, Avian?
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna.
move?
I'm
It's
gonna
real
fly
perfect.
upwards 10 feet and back 20 feet. So
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
What's the speed with that?
Sorry.
Yeah, is it a 60-foot?
It's
Flying?
60.
It's a
60
60-foot
feet?
fly speed.
God, I'm fast as shit. Love that.
Double the pace of me, which is decent. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The dragon.
God, gee, I wonder what it's
bye.
gonna do.
I wonder what kind of cone we're standing in here.
It is just such a delicious. I can't not do it. So with a leap from its powerful legs, the dragon takes off up to 40 feet into the air and then crosses towards you all. And with a turn of its head, it will unleash its breath weapon, obviously. And
Figured.
I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a 60-foot cone, so it will get all of you, including those of you who are flying. You all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a
Please, jerk.
con
Just
save.
once.
Yeah.
21.
Yes!
That's a
28!
success. So that's a success. Josh, Sorry.
10.
Josh is not within 10 feet. Sad.
He's not.
The DC
Sorry,
on
sorry. If I fail, I
one.
can do something. So tell me if I fail.
You succeed.
Okay.
Ish, it's just the. I'm sorry. It's only one of you fails. Okay.
I will also use absorb elements.
Okay. So, the dragon opens its mouth wide, and a massive cascade of icy, winded breath comes spewing from its maw, and you will all take Ish, it's 62 cold damage, and I know you have absorbed elements. We'll come to that. So for the rest of you, it's 31 points. Josh, it will be 15 points, because you have the potion.
Craig, I will say I take half that again because the Admiral is resistant to cold damage.
Okay, so it's also
Hashtag
15
giant.
points for you.
God.
Okay, so you also have resistance to it, Ish. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, what was that?
With the absorb elements, does your
I just take
resistance
half.
kick in? Yep. Okay.
And
fair
it
enough.
it lasts until the end of my turn, which is immediately after this.
Okay. Well, that's all Icefire will be doing on his initial turn.
Thank
So-
goodness it is actually Icefire, and
So
this
it
isn't
was
just some other dragon.
31 was the half? Is that correct?
Yeah, 31 was the well, that was so you failed your con save.
Correct.
So it would be 62. So then 31.
31
half
with
for you.
absorb elements. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but that ends his turn, and it's now your go.
Okay. Ow. All right. Loading the crossbow. Gonna run backwards. Hunter's Mark the dragon.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna do Slayer's Prey instead.
Okay. So no Hunter's
'Cause-
Mark.
Right. So it does very similar things, but it also allows me some bonuses to saving throws against the creature. Supernatural defense. When you target of your Slayer's Prey forces you to make a saving throw, you get an additional D6 on it. So it's the same. It's the same thing. It does a D6 of extra damage once per turn.
Okay. I'll give it the padlock then of Slayer's Prey.
Ah, yes, the padlock.
Love that.
Locking him down. And then loading up
Fire the
the
ballista!
Doombolt Bolt Ballista, which I did double check my my inventory here. I do have 5 Doombolts left.
Yeah, I thought you did by 7. I was
it
pretty
was
sure you
7,
bought
not 5. Yeah.
So Estelle like drained her bank account for a couple extra.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
An 18. Okay, and then a strength saving throw from Icefire.
Also, it does hit.
Sorry, yes. It does hit.
Thank goodness.
Okay. Yeah, DC
It
17
rolls,
strength saves.
22 on
course
its
it
strength
does.
save.
That's fine. The amount of damage is going to be 14 piercing and then 9 lightning.
Okay.
No Earthbind. What?
Yep, not yet.
So you fire off a bolt from the ballista, and it lodges in deep between Icefire's scales.
Okay. He's not coming down, so it's gonna take another shot here. Good luck. Like hunker down in the crevice here.
Okay.
Don't hurt me.
So Astalda, Admiral, what are your dex scores?
Oh, I'm -1. It won't be me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Astalda, what would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to drink my potion of cold
Okay.
resistance, and then I am going to cast Bless on
Oh, I'm out of range. Fuck.
I think I can do 4 of us
Okay.
if I do it at a higher level. So that'll be the 4 people in range.
Okay.
The Admiral.
Oh, Bless up.
Blessed be this admiral.
Yeah.
Precisely.
And then I'm gonna fly towards the dragon.
Okay. So when you say fly towards the dragon, because he's
Yeah.
40 feet up
Oh.
in the air, are you flying right
Okay.
up to meet with him, or?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to attack.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to move yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, he will use one of his legendary actions and swipe at you with his tail. So that is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
And you take 9 bludgeoning damage as the tail collides with you. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on bless. That's a
16.
success. But it is now your turn, Admiral.
Okay, so first off, I am going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay.
which gives me a +2 to my AC. And I'm also going to expend all of my movement. I'm going to run under the dragon. Sorry, I know this is annoying for where I am, but I'm just going to buy myself concentration so I don't forget either.
Okay.
And I am going to make a melee attack against the Dragonkin fella.
Okay.
And that is 24 to hit.
Okay. So yeah, you swing your sword out, passing.
Warhammer, please.
Sorry, Warhammer. And it passes through this blue sphere surrounding him uninterrupted. So you want to roll your damage?
For 8 points of damage. That's
Okay.
a min roll on my main damage.
Okay. However, after this fella takes damage, the sphere of blue surrounding him erupts with a wash of cold, and you take 15 cold damage, but
Yeah,
half for you.
Yeah, that's halved. Okay. 7 points of damage. Okay. And that is the end of... Oh, let me roll concentration on that as well.
Okay.
And I instantly drop my Shield of Faith. Feels bad.
Sad.
Unlucky.
So
Jar.
what did he roll to hit? Oh no, it's automatic damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I dropped my Shield of Faith.
Oh man. All right. Well, Jarek is going to also just be a baller and fly, to meet the dragon's maw, I guess.
Okay, so you fly up right towards it. Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action to drink the potion because taking 31 damage a turn sucks. And then I'm just gonna take a big meaty swing, I guess.
Okay.
Swing attack. 25.
25 hits.
And I will impose the distracting strike, which just means that when I hit a creature, I use superiority die for my damage, and the next person other than me who attacks gets advantage on their next. And that is 16 points of damage for that one.
16 damage altogether.
Oh.
Okay.
And then another swing. Cha. Rolled a 26.
26 hits.
And this time I'm going to use Goading Strike. So they need to roll a Wisdom saving throw, which I know dragons are quite wise, but...
Okay. That's 16.
Oh, just bugger. Okay, so he's not goaded, but he does take
Okay.
extra damage. So there we go.
Okay.
And he
Yeah,
takes
white dragons aren't that wise.
13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
And Jarek is now staring down the mouth of a dragon, very scared.
Okay. At the end of your turn, and before Vezrix's turn, the dragon will also swipe out at you with its tail, burning another legendary action to do so. So that is a 19 to hit.
I would like to riposte.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my longsword. Whack. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Lovely. And it earns the superiority die for damage. And that is 13 extra damage.
13 extra
Because he
damage.
missed.
He did miss, unfortunately.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. So Vezrix will he will take an attack of opportunity from you willingly, Admiral John Beluga, as he begins to take off. So he flies just up and 5 feet away from you. So if you want to make an attack roll against him.
It's a 10, unfortunately.
That's a 10, which unfortunately does miss. With that, he flies right across the top of the crater towards you, Avian, and he will. Let's see. A crackling bolt of lightning erupts from his hand and arcs towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would succeed this.
Oh,
no!
That is a nat one.
My boy!
I'm presuming I can't add a d4 to that to help.
No, and you take
Good try.
21 lightning damage as you are impacted by heavy bolts. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain your fly concentration.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
11.
11.
Pretty sure that's
Is
a
that
fail because that was 21
I can,
damage.
I can add a d4.
Well, no, Craig,
Yes.
it halves and rounds down, so it was
Have
DC
him
10.
round down, and he gets a
So-
D4 on top for
He
bless.
succeeds.
All right, okay.
It's DC 10. Yeah.
All right.
I also I get 2 d4s on top because I have a
All right,
special
okay.
genie.
And bless.
Do I need to run? Do I need to roll
No,
them,
no,
or is it safe?
it's DC
Okay.
10, you got it.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. That ends Vestrix's turn. Avian.
Blast
Okay,
them back!
The dragon is
Don't shoot the dragon, so I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
advantage.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
I got you.
Before your turn, at the top of the turn order, the dragon will get another lair action. And this time the cloud of mist will move and surround the head of Icefire, but also Astalda and Jark as it floats 20 feet or 40 feet, sorry, up in the air. So I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, good job,
20's
Chuck.
up.
So that's a success from Jark. And a 17 from Astalda, that's also a success. So you take, well, it would be 9 points, so rounded down.
Rounded down.
4.
Rounded
Is it
down
still
So is
cold?
that-
Two for you, Jack.
Is that?
above that.
Did you already half that? Or...
Yeah, so it was 9, so because you succeeded 4. So if you need to half it again, because I can't keep track of who has cold resistance anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So yeah, sorry, Avian, now you may go.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy in front of me.
Okay.
So
And that one's a miss.
11. Do I get +4 on the with bless or?
a
You
D4.
do the Exodus and it's an attack roll, yeah. So, so a
13.
13 unfortunately misses.
Cool. What does the Elixir of Health do? I bought one and I can't remember what it does.
I believe that cures poison.
Okay,
It cures,
yes,
it
nothing
cures
to do with
like a
healing.
few-
That's fine.
No.
Cool,
Strangely, for
okay.
yeah.
That's the end of my. I'm just gonna move across. Actually, not into a cone. I'm gonna move this way. 5, 10. Just back. Just gonna move back.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so I will roll his d6. Steve gets his breath weapon in front of you.
Please
so it's
don't, Greg.
a 5 or a 6, and he gets it back.
That's a
It's
3.
It's a 3, so he doesn't get it back. However, in some ways, it's kind of the when you're in melee range with him, he's pretty powerful. He will make 3 attacks, but he will also use his frightful presence. So each creature within 120 feet, so all of you, must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fuck.
I rolled a 12.
You
That's
have
an
a
11.
you have
So-
a bonus jerk with
Oh,
Astalda.
it's actually 3 more.
And
That's
just to
great.
make it easier,
Yeah,
because you're all
extra
rolling,
3.
the DC is 14.
Hey!
I got 14.
I got 14 on the nose.
I got 19.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1.
Ish and so for the rest of you, just anytime I say frightful presence again, you're now immune to it. But for Ish and Astalda, as the dragon's eyes lock towards you, you feel a deep primal fear in the back of your mind as this humongous creature is employing its full fury on you. So you are frightened of the dragon. But you will get to make the save again at the end of each of your turns. So make sure to remember that, because I probably won't. So yeah, but then it will get to make 3 attacks. First of all, it will swipe at you twice with its claws, Jark. So the first attack is a 13, misses, and then a 30.
That definitely hits.
Whoa!
So from that you take 18 slashing damage, and then it will whip its tail out towards you as well for 20.
20 does hit.
20 hits, so that's 21 bludgeoning damage.
18 and 21 is.
That's a
39.
lot of damage. And it will then fly away from you and circle around before landing on the ground here. But you will both get to make attacks of opportunity if you so wish.
I wish.
Okay.
I rolled
16 misses.
darn.
And 10 misses as well, I'm afraid.
If they take the attack of opportunity, the first one has advantage, right? Because of the distracting strike.
But Estalda has disadvantage because of frightened, so it evens out.
Yeah.
that's true.
Right, but Jark
That's
was
true.
the first
Right.
one. To
Oh, Jack has.
roll.
Sorry, he didn't get frightened, did he? Yeah.
But does Distracting Strike provide advantage to you as the attacker?
I think it says it just
It's
says
anyone
next
but
attack.
me, right?
Okay, so yeah, you can roll another attack then, Jark.
No, it's anyone but him.
Any butt?
Is that what it says?
Other than me.
Ah.
All right, okay.
All right, never
Okay,
mind.
fuck you, Jark.
Wah.
Ish.
I'm now afraid. I now don't have advantage. I will stack on some Hunter's Mark onto the dragon here, and I guess just use the longbow
Okay.
and hope for the best here. Oh my God, I've rolled so many nat ones.
Ooh, not one.
Yeah, and
Ooh, and a 15.
I mean, with disadvantage for the second one, that's my bad. So it'd be 15 on the second.
So yeah, that's both misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, not looking too good. Yeah. In fear, Ish
Okay.
the coward will run backwards.
Sure.
That's right. Frightened, you can't move forward to them, can you?
Yeah. So, do I get to make the save
Yes, you
after
now
all
get
of my
to-
failure?
Yes, after your abilities and things like that, you do get to make the wisdom save. And that's a success.
The 16.
You overcome your initial fear, and you are no longer afraid of the dragon, nor could you ever be affected by its frightful presence again, or at least for the next.
I am
24
no
hours.
longer a coward.
Estalda. So you are also frightened, so you can't willingly approach the dragon.
Fight
Okay.
away.
Damn. So I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to put a vow of enmity on the dragon.
Okay.
Um,
So there's
So
no
that'll
DC.
give-
That just happens, right?
yeah, that just happens. It will give me advantage, so it will cancel out any disadvantage I've got.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action, and then can't do a lot else. I guess I'll cast. I think I'll cast Aid,
Okay.
and so that'll give Jark and the Admiral 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Feels good.
And then I'm just gonna move out of this sphere of cold.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then I can make my saving
You
throw.
can, yes. So you want to make a wisdom save.
Don't be scared.
Come on.
Nice.
That's a success. You're no longer afraid of the dragon and also immune. So now his frightful presence is now completely useless against you all.
Nice.
But that ends your turn. Admiral. The dragon is on the ground if you
Alright.
wish to try something.
I absolutely do not. I am going to wheel around to the background here, and I'm actually going to fire a guiding bolt at level 2, I guess. Yeah, I'll fire a level 2 guiding bolt at our dragonkin friend.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, that's the wrong level. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, that is quite bad. That's a 13 to hit.
You do have bless, though.
That's already there.
Okay. So yeah, that's a miss, I'm afraid.
Feels bad. Yeah, I can't do much else, unfortunately, this turn.
Okay.
So I will end my turn.
Jark.
Jark is immediately going to. God, does Jark even want to waste a turn doing all of this? Jark's going to. God. I mean, I have to. Jark's dead otherwise. First, I'm going to move out of the mist. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast, to second wind. That's
Okay.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. So D10 plus my level. I gain 15 health back. Lovely. And then can I use my action to drink my greater healing potion?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's no problem.
Lovely, which is 4d4 plus 4, if I recall correctly. So 17. That's okay. And Jark's just gonna, yeah, I mean, I've already moved. Was that 15 feet? I guess I will touch down on the ground with the remaining
Okay.
square flying
So
speed,
you drop to the ground.
just in case Avi gets attacked and I fall out of the sky.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all my bonus action. That's
What health is old Jarky on?
Jark was at 5 health before he healed himself.
The guy.
Before he healed himself.
It's not
so
gonna
now he's
matter
at
if he rolls
30
a
now he's
6
at
on
37.
that breath
Right.
weapon in the next turn.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
So that ends your turn.
That
right,
is it
Jark.
for Jerky.
Okay. So Vesrix will approach you, Avi, and lock eyes with you, and a burst of cold air erupts from his hand. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god, Josh!
That is
I
the
still-
third nat 1 he's hit.
What the
3
fuck?
turns.
It's and that one's an automatic failure,
It's
Josh,
the-
even with the
It's the fourth
with the
jump.
bless.
The 4.
So from that, and I know you have your potion of cold resistance.
But get ready.
Good job. Screw.
So it is 24 cold damage as the ice around you erupts and impacts your form. So 12, and once again a Constitution saving throw.
Zelda, no.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. So I can honestly, I can never remember the rules for concentrate. That's
Is 10 a
success,
save?
right?
Half.
I think
It's
that's
10,
a save.
10 is the default save unless half of the damage is higher than 10.
Yeah.
Right.
so it's-
Okay.
so
So
it's 10.
you maintain it. Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Vestrix just says to you,
low.
"Die, you fool, die!" Before ending his turn. And now at the top of the turn order, and I do hate to do this, but I mean,
No, you don't.
this is what Icefire would do. Before you ish. Whoops! I moved the whole fucking map.
Wow.
That was the wrong layer.
Icefire moves
mightiest
the
lair
world.
action.
With his lair action, Ish, as you are
No.
backed up into a corner,
Oh.
he conjures a wall of ice before you.
I haven't even
Sorry.
hit him anyways. What is he worried about?
Well, I think it's where he sees an opportunity. God, this is so finicky to grab. Hold on. I almost have it.
Get
Fuck's sake,
made.
I had it for a sec. Fuck's sake. Hold on. I have to move it a little bit.
Gotta hate layers, eh?
There we go.
Mhm.
All right, I got it. It's such a fine line to grab. Okay.
Oh,
Avi,
come
Oh
on!
my god.
A 30-foot wall of ice erupts before you,
God.
sealing you in.
How tall is it?
It's 30 feet tall.
It's 30. Oh my god!
It's 30 feet tall. And you are completely iced off, I guess, from the rest of the party. But that's his lair action. So Avi, what would you like to do?
Great. Okay. Quick question. As a bonus action, would you allow me to press my ring up against the ice wall?
I guess so.
If I use my action to dash over there.
Though it's not like it will completely melt. I would say it would leave a restricted gap through which anything Ish attempted to shoot through had 3/4 cover. I think would probably be the fair way I would.
Which I'm unaffected by. So.
I mean, it's what I would do. I think.
Okay.
Regardless.
Or come fly me out,
I can't carry you. I'm too small.
Jark.
Wait, how big are you?
Jark. I'm a hobgoblin. He's thick.
He's
but
not
like,
small, that's for sure.
But like,
okay.
5'2",
Yeah,
5'3".
I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna try and melt the wall with my ring.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, a portion enough, not for Ish to be able to easily walk through or even force his way through, but enough for him to fire his bow through opens in the wall.
Oh, hello.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Hi there.
Protected in there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome cover.
Yeah. Little fort.
Thank you for your help. Now watch out, he's going to cone of cold the entire area, and you and Jark are going to die.
Goodbye. Please take him down soon.
I haven't been able to hit him.
I know. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
God.
Now.
Angry judges.
Is it a 4, 5, and 6?
Let's see.
5 or
No,
6.
It's 5 or 6.
It's fine. It's always 5 or 6. Don't worry.
Worry, he says.
Now, part of the ruling in oh, actually, hold on. Let me double check. Hold on. There's a lot of text on like his layer actions and his stat sheet, so I just want to see if he can drop the wall immediately. Because if he can, he will be able to hit.
Yeah,
it.
and then just
Concentration,
blast
he
the
can
whole
instantly
area.
Drop it. Yeah.
It's not concentration is the thing. But white dragons do have the ability to just completely destroy ice. But I don't think he has the ability to remove one of the walls he summoned immediately. At least not without being, or at least not without using an action to do so. So, Ish, you are fine.
It like peering out the little hole, and then just see the dragon exhaling the cone.
I could shoot through there. Oh my god!
You just see the maw of a dragon.
Yeah.
Hello.
Avi, watch out!
There is a hole in that wall.
I do think that the ice fire will not use his breath weapon for now, though. Jark, sensing that you are on low health, he will make 2 claw attacks against you.
He misses.
The first one's an 18 and then a 28.
I would like to riposte the first one before I go down, to be honest with you. Whack. That's a 22.
22 hits.
And that is 17 slashing damage.
Okay, no, that's a solid hit.
He's dead, right?
No.
Acha! And yes, the 23 or whatever you rolled hit.
Okay, so from that you take 15 slashing damage.
Oh, that's not
Still up.
great, but I'm
You're still
okay.
up.
So
Okay, so
far.
we'll swing its tail out towards you, which is a 23.
That does hit as well.
Okay,
Oh,
so from the
Jark.
tail you take 17 bludgeoning damage.
Bye, Jark.
Still going, boys. Let's go.
What?
Okay.
Thank God you
How?
have temporary hit points.
Oh my
At
god.
the end of its turn,
You're gonna whack me again, aren't you?
before Ish acts, it will use a legendary action.
Don't.
Fuck you.
You
I mean,
bitch.
it would do that. I will
know
once
it would.
again swing its tail out. So that's a 21 to hit.
You got me. Did you do more than 10 health worth of damage?
I did 14.
Ah, yes.
bludgeoning damage.
Jerk inevitably and begrudgingly falls down.
Okay.
That was a brave showing from Jark.
Yeah.
He did, I can't believe he tagged 4 hits on the
This is huge for us.
Um,
Unfortunately,
Health.
we have not touched this dragon at all.
Oh no, you
Yeah.
Shark has touched this dragon like 4 times.
you've hurt him. He is wounded. Not close to death or anything like that, but he is definitely wounded, is what I will say. So Ish, it's now your go.
I really wish I had a bless. Okay. God,
Yeah, I'm no longer blessed. No, wait, I am technically.
You are.
Yeah, it's when Estalda falls. It's all right.
I mean, one day, this has to work, right? Like one day, these shots
let's do the
have
shit
to
out of
hit,
them.
right?
I mean, not if he has a legendary resistance, which he hasn't used yet.
He
No,
can
no, no,
choose to succeed. yeah.
I'm using my bow because he's on
Okay.
the ground. There's no reason to bring him down to the ground when he's here.
You
Keeping
whack
him
him.
there.
I'm gonna do sharpshooter. That's not
Okay.
it. That ain't it.
That's a 7, is it?
That-
A 19 hits.
The 19 will find the mark. For 25 total points of damage.
Okay, yeah, a solid shot impacts deeply between his scales.
Yeah.
Avi, can you help Jark? I have the ability to cure him, but I cannot get out from behind the wall.
I can try, I guess.
I mean, we do have a paladin.
So is that end your turn, Ish?
I cannot. Well, I have a bonus action still. I will chug a potion.
Okay.
I've got a regular healing potion. Wait, no, I do have a greater. 44 plus 4.
Yeah, we stocked up a lot.
I know.
14.
14, okay. Astalda.
I will fly to Jark's aid. And I'm going to use my lay on hands.
Okay.
And I will give him 30 hit points.
Very nice.
30 hit points, okay.
That will last incredibly long, I can imagine.
That'll last one round. And then I think that's it.
Okay.
No bonus action. Stay there.
So at the end of your turn, it will use its legendary action to make a tail attack. However, it won't go for you initially, Jark, because it believes you are, or Icefire believes you're dead. It will go for you, Avi, because the tail does have a range of 15 feet
Of course
as
it
it
does.
swings out towards you. So that's 30 to hit,
Yeah,
Doesn't
just
hit.
about hits, yeah.
and it's 18 bludgeoning damage. I love when it's 30. There's
Good
no
one.
avoiding that. So yeah.
I am definitely down.
Oh, you're down. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got slapped by the other guy like 3 times already.
with the ice.
I don't like that guy.
Okay. So you're down. So the flying ends as your concentration drops as you fall unconscious. But now it's Admiral John Beluga's turn.
Go, Admiral,
So-
go!
Come on, Admiral.
Seeing Ish getting trapped in the corner in the closet, he is going to move away from the wall. And I think, I really want to kill the other guy because you kill the ads first. But
He's such a pain in the ass.
yeah, I'm gonna fire. The Admiral's getting a little frustrated. He's gonna fire a 5th level guiding bolt
Okay.
at the Dragonkin. Please hit for a 25.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, and that is at 5th level, so this is 8d6.
That's a lot of d6.
Woo!
Yeah, for 35 plus 15, so 50 points.
Wait, why did it
Wait, how?
double? No,
How
no,
could
no,
it do
no,
that?
no,
I think
no,
it's
no,
auto
no, no,
roll
no,
crit,
no,
radiant
auto roll
damage.
crit.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
the
it's the
numbers.
crit. Yeah, sorry, it's the first one. 27 points of radiant damage.
27. Okay, still
So it's
an
more than
incredibly
80
solid hit. As it completely blasts through the half dragon's shoulder, and you can see parts of bone exposed and seared flesh. And I believe you now have an advantage, or someone has advantage.
Yeah,
on-
he begins to sparkle, and the next person who attacks him has advantage.
I'll fuck him up if I can see him.
That's a wonderful idea. I can't see you, but have fun.
I can see you through this tiny little hole, Admiral.
I was like leaning around the dragon. Oh, hello, Ish.
Hello, just like a little finger poking out of it.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Jark, it's your go.
Use half my movements to stand up.
Jark is
Jark's gonna-
alive.
Jark's gonna basically blow everything he can. Okay, so longsword attack. That's a 15.
15 misses.
Second attack. Natural 20.
Very
Finally.
nice, that
For a
obviously.
32 overall.
First attack supposed to be at advantage.
No, other creature.
No, I hit the
That's
dragon.
best.
King. I hit this dude.
Oh, sorry, wrong guy.
I guess. So here's a weird. All right, I have a D&D question.
Oh, gosh.
So I can add superiority die damage after I know I've hit.
I mean, I guess yeah, because it doubles all
Yep.
die of a crit. So yeah,
That is
you-
exactly
you
what
get
it does.
That's super cool. So
Just like a smite, it doubles.
very cool. So yeah, I'm gonna use distracting strike. I'm gonna use my last superiority dice to distracting strike. So yeah, same idea. The next person, much like guiding bolt, the next person who attacks other than myself gets advantage for the first attack. And here's the damage. So that's 13, 25 damage.
Nice.
25 damage. Very nice.
Yes. And then I'm going to do the only thing that fighters are really awesome at doing, an action surge.
One more again. One more again.
So my question is, do I attack with longsword twice? I feel like I do.
Yeah.
I think
Instead
you
of
do,
breath
yeah.
weaponing.
Yeah.
Gonna longsword again. 2 attacks. That's an 11.
That's a
That's
miss.
15.
Both miss, I'm afraid.
Action.
Well,
no.
wait. Because well, it's anyone but
You're still
you.
blessed,
Never mind.
no?
Anyone
It's
but
not
you.
me.
Anyone
he
but you.
rolls
but-
the blast dice
anyone
on.
but-
Yeah, the blast comes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Jark's standing there, scared
Okay.
out of his mind.
We'll be fine.
Before Vezrix's turn, Icefire will use his last legendary action for this round, and whip his tail out towards you this time, Jark, as he sees you stand up and land a
Of
mighty
course.
blow on him, as is only
Mighty
fair.
blow.
That's a 29.
That does miss.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Unfortunate,
13
that does miss.
bludgeoning damage.
Lovely.
Okay, and Vezrix will.
You guys are standing in a line. Oh dear.
I'm behind a wall. I'm not worried.
I'm
There's a little
dead, I'm less
people.
worried.
Vezrix will fly 30 feet up into the air. Actually, no, he'll fly 40 feet up and 10 across, and will, peering over Icefire, will conjure, let's see, it would be 5 magic missiles, all targeting you, Estalda.
Oh, I was gonna
Ooh.
be so mad, Craig. I was gonna be so
Don't
mad.
worry. So you take 8, 11, 15 force damage as 5 bolts slam into you, and you need to make a. Well, actually, because is it 5 separate checks? Because it's 5 separate instances of damage from.
I believe so
Yes.
on magic missile.
Yeah.
For concentration, yeah.
So you need to make 5 Constitution saving throws. That's a
20.
success. There's the.
That's a fail.
That's the fail.
Yeah, I need to add my
But you
d4.
need to roll your blessed die. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So 13.
Hey!
Yes, that's 13.
That's
25.
There's 3,
Gonna do it.
4.
Come on.
Oh,
Hey!
roll the d4.
Plus
Roll the
die.
d4.
You gotta. If you, it has
You
to
got a
just be a 2 or more.
75% chance
yeah.
of getting it.
Hey! With a 2!
You maintain the bless.
Oh my
Lovely.
God.
Um,
Bless.
Okay. So at the beginning of the round, the wall in front of you. If I can grab it again. There we go. Disappears before you.
Oh,
ish,
hello
as it were.
everyone.
However, Icefire will.
Wait, fuck.
Sorry, I'm just deciding if he would. Okay, no, he will. Oh my god, I deleted it. I deleted my circle. Fuck.
Get circled.
I'll just quickly draw again. Hold on. That's a square.
Just as good.
I was so prepared for this.
It's a rectangle.
2, 3, 4. Okay, it's green this time as well, but it's the same thing. Estalda and Jark, I need you to once again make a Constitution saving throw as freezing mist surrounds you.
28.
Good job, Jark.
Screw you.
That's a success. And a natural 1, that's a failure, I'm afraid. So from that, you take 4 I got a 2, a 1, and a 1. 4 cold damage.
That's
halved
one.
Jark.
Halved.
Halved again.
Love that. Love that for you.
Avian, before your go and after the lair action, the Icefire will use his legendary action, and he raises his wings up and crashes them into the floor. And I need, I believe it's just,
You about to throw me into a volcano? Is that what you're about to do to me?
yeah, Avi, you're fine. So it's just Jark and Astalda need to make a dexterity saving throw.
9.
20.
So 9's a fail. Only you, Jark, will take 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. And
I was already prone.
um,
Does it make a difference if he has a +3 bonus for being next to me?
That would be a 13 technically. Sorry, or a 12. Sorry.
Well, Astalda, you do need to do a con save for the previous damage for your bless, by the way.
Oh yeah,
You
and
took
then it would
cold damage from the fog. Good old fucking concentration.
many
It's so
con saves.
annoying.
So many con saves. Hey, nat 20.
okay, that's right. So you maintain it.
Nice.
So it would be a
Um,
12, Greg, if that matters.
It doesn't matter, I'm afraid.
Great.
So you're knocked prone and suffer the 13 bludgeoning damage, and then the dragon will use half of its movement to.
Not his turn. How is he doing all of this?
This is one of his legendary
Oh
actions. He
my
will.
God.
Sorry, I'm fucking this up a bit. He was there, and then he will fly 20 feet up and across here, positioning himself perfectly to do
Gee
something.
willikers, wonder what he's doing here, boys.
Can I stab him as he flies away? Or no,
you're
that's
not prone. Can
legendary
you do
weird.
that when you're prone? Can you
You
make
can,
attacks
it's at
of opportunity?
You
disadvantage.
technically
Okay.
can, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can.
And he's like,
I'm about to get clapped anyway, so it literally doesn't matter. Whack!
Oh!
Yeah.
Stab
28.
you! Stab! With the
Please kill him.
9.
9. I'm afraid that's not the killing blow. So that ends his turn, or at least that was his one legendary action.
That's legendary. He hasn't even had
That
his
was-
turn
That
yet.
was,
Fake
that was
turn.
2 points of his legendary action, so he only gets one more legendary action this round.
But now Abby's gonna
Only one
die.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Abby is
pretty sure if I
absolutely
fail this
going to
death
die.
save, then I will
you need
die.
to make a death saving throw.
Hey,
Oh,
now-
it's an
"Hey, you're
20!
back up."
Stay
He's up,
alive.
baby!
Unbelievable.
1 HP.
So
Wait, am I up or am I
Yeah, Craig.
stable?
Craig. How do you rule it?
Mhm.
I would
Nat
have
20.
You
always
get
just
back
said,
up on a nat 20.
Is it back up? Okay.
It's
You
back
have
up.
one
It's
HP.
straight away,
I-
yeah.
You're
I'm not
back
sure what
up,
is in rules
And
of
you
it.
got your turn, is how we've done
What
it.
So
is the
I'm
rule
1
of it?
HP and I get my turn.
You get your turn.
Love
Holy
that.
shit. Okay.
Love that.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Get out of the way.
So you are lying on the ground, so you have to use half your movement to stand up.
Okay. Yeah. So I will stand up. I will fly.
Can he even get out?
I
Actually,
don't
no,
know if he can. It's a 60-foot cone.
Just
I mean, I have to like
parallel.
fly at him.
Ju-
you know
yeah,
what I
just
mean?
just
Like, you'll have to-
perpendicular. Just get the fuck away.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I'm
go.
going 60 feet towards this other guy.
Go that way.
Well, you've
Oh,
used
you can do
half
that
your
too.
movement standing up, remember?
Sorry, I've used half my movement of my normal movement, right? so
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
you
go
have
45
flight
feet.
speed. Do you just have a permanent flight speed?
No, I have to use
Oh,
my
okay.
bonus action, but then I can action dodge to go another 30 feet. So I can go 45 in total, right?
Oh yeah, get out of here.
I'm over there.
Bye-bye.
Run.
It was like here, right?
Go, Avi, go.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Avi,
fuck.
Clears the area. And is that your turn? Was there anything else, or did you use all your bonus action there to do all that? Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question? I have a vessel that I can enter. Could I instead enter my vessel? Or would it be
what
destroyed?
kind of an action is it to enter your vessel?
As an action, you can magically vanish and enter your vessel, which remains
Okay.
in the space you left. Would this breath
Alright, we're
weapon
going to look
destroy
up
my
the
vessel?
rules because I'm not sure if your vessel has AC or hit points, or because I've never played.
It doesn't
with a,
say in the spell, yeah.
I mean,
The
I assume
vessel's
it's like
AC
a
is equal
thing.
to your spell save DC. Its hit points are equal to your warlock level plus your proficiency bonus, and it's immune to poison and psychic damage. If the vessel
if
is
I'm in the same
destroyed,
spot, would probably die. So I'll just do what I did. That's fine.
okay. Fair
Don't
enough.
get shunted out of your vessel. That wouldn't be very nice.
Okay, Ice Fire.
Here it
Come at me, bro.
He sticks a branch up his nose and begins to think deeply.
But wait a
Where's
minute.
Jorg when you need him?
What?
Okay, so Ice Fire leans his head back and then exhales his icy breath, and I need Astalda, Jark, and Ish to make a.
Wait, Jark, are you still prone?
I'm doing this for the meme, by the
He
way.
is
I
prone.
am technically. Yeah. Does that help? Does it help
I
at
can't
all?
remember. I don't
No.
know. I can't remember.
Con,
No?
it doesn't matter on this.
Darn.
Okay, that's a dex.
I
save.
rolled a 17.
Oh,
A
is
dex
it
save. I
dex?
thought it was con.
Ah!
Oops.
Wait, I thought it was
Sorry,
con.
no, it's con. No, you're right. It is con. I was looking at the wing attack thing again. Sorry, it is a con save.
I got
rolled a
a natural
17.
20.
14.
14 is a fail. Jark, what did you get? 17.
17?
17 is also a fail.
Damn it! All right, you don't even have to roll damage. I'm down.
Okay.
Joel rolled a
Um,
natural 21.
Natural
He rolled a
21.
21.
Natural
Massive.
21. Okay.
Natural 21 plus.
Plus,
Um,
plus my one
so-
for supernatural defense.
It is 51 cold damage.
Bro, what?
Half
This
to
is-
25.
I'm absorbing elements on that too. I'm
Okay.
spending the slot. Fuck it.
Okay. No, that makes perfect sense.
God
25.
damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I failed. Anyway. Yeah.
I mean,
but
you
you
still
have
only
your-
take 25, right?
Yeah, because you have your potion of
but-
cold resistance.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still down.
So that is.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
No.
Okay, so
What
the
a
bless,
healer.
so
the
it's
bless,
12.
the bless ends.
Blessed
Oh,
be
long
this
last.
admiral, the only one still having enough hit points to
I
do
know. Has
anything.
John Beluga even taken damage yet?
No.
Yeah, I've taken damage.
Yeah.
The first cone, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. But that ends his turn. So can I just check Jark and Stalda are down?
Of
Ish is
course.
still up.
I had 3 health
Ish is
before
up.
you blew me up.
Ish took 12 points of damage with using
Nice.
absorb elements.
Okay, Ish, what would you like to do?
I'm going to get away from this wall. And then there are 2 enemies in front of me of which I have advantage on attacks. And I'm
That is
going to
true.
fire one at this dude over here and one at the dragon. So,
Okay.
For the first one,
And is that targeting Vesrix?
yeah, so the first one I'm going to target Vesrix. Sharpshooter advantage on does not have any other bonus stuff. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Will hit for 22 points of
That-
damage.
Kill
That
him.
kills them. Yeah,
perfect.
Hey!
That is so
Okay.
important.
So,
So important.
Get
your
those
arrow
rolls.
pierces his heart, and you, Master, I failed you.
Bidding. No bidding.
All right.
Before he falls dead onto the ground.
And the next for the dragon, advantage longbow, sharpshooter, hunter's mark, slayer's prey. That is another 18.
18 just hits.
Oh, it's fucking low ass rolls. Okay. For 23.
Nice. Gang, you're getting close. I'm just giving you a heads up. You're getting close. You can
Also,
do it.
can I just say it's really funny that I can distracting strike while dead? Like, there's nothing in the rule that says I have to be alive.
I think it's implied.
He's still just looking at you.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done nothing but bat the crap out
It's
of me.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Claw, tail, claw.
Yeah.
Breath weapon.
And
So, was there anything else? Did you want to
oh,
have more
God,
movement?
I guess I'm gonna just kind of, just a couple more steps to. I don't know, man. He better not get his breath weapon back. Okay, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Admiral. Or no, sorry, Estalda. Estalda, if you want to make a death saving throw.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, I
death
skipped over you there.
Nat 20 again. Boom.
I am not dead yet.
Oh,
12.
Success. Okay, Admiral.
So I'm gonna back up a little bit, and then I'm gonna fire level 5 guiding bolts at the
Okay.
dragon. All right. Please don't miss. Oh, I don't have bless anymore, do I? Let's turn that off. All right, that is a 12. I hate my life.
Does this? Do we still have distracting strike?
No, I just
No, it's
used
the
it.
first-
No,
attack.
it got
Okay.
consumed.
No, Roger.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, that's pretty much all I can do. I'll back up a little bit more. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Jark.
My attack rolls have been bad.
First
That's a
failure.
failure on the death saves.
Darn it, jerk.
Avian.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, hang on. At the top of the round, layer action.
It eats John.
It eats-
It will not eat John, but it will. The circle of mist, which I cannot grab again. Fuck's sake. There we go. This time it appears on Ish. So Ish, I need you to make a. Let me double check this because I've got so many different saving throws. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Love that for me. 22.
22 succeeds, so you take 6 cold damage. But that's just layer action.
I absolutely forgot to do this previously because Hunter's Mark is concentration.
There is.
Okay, so that one will be fine.
Okay. Avi.
Okay, I think I only have one move here. I'm going to cast Banishment
Okay.
on the dragon.
So it's what save from me?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw.
That's a 5, which is a fail.
That's a fail.
It will use its legendary resistance to.
Did it not use its third one already?
It hasn't used any of its saving
we
throws
haven't
yet.
needed
Well, it
to.
had that massive round, didn't it?
You don't
I thought it
DC
was
save the
awesome.
boss. It's resistance,
Yeah.
Josh. It's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
line
It's
on
not
the
really
character
actually-
sheet.
Yeah.
I've never got to level 8 before. Okay,
It was
I mean,
a fine idea.
okay.
You can fly a little bit if you'd like, if that makes you feel better.
Find a circle. You'll have fun.
These get me back for skipping the fucking the thing earlier with the
Oh,
flying.
the predicament.
Turns
I
out
can't even
this
go
is
into my
pretty
vessel.
accurate.
Healing potion?
Yeah, I'll drink a healing potion as though that's gonna
Okay.
make any.
The chug jug.
Actually, wait, if I give it to, no, he's next anyway. Yeah, I'll drink my healing potion.
Okay.
No, wait, I'll save it as a resurrection tool. I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. Ish, I believe it's going to come towards you. So it will fly.
sense.
We're running real low on character turns here.
Ish, it will descend down towards you and crashing through the circle of mist. It will first make 2 claw attacks. So the
This
first is a.
gonna hurt a fuck ton. I do not.
I don't
have
know
a
why
high
I'm
armor
helping
class.
Craig, but Craig, don't forget recharge roll.
It's true.
Oh,
Don't forget about that breath weapon.
thanks, Connor. Good man. Oh, he got it.
Oh.
What a guy!
Okay, so that's a 21 on the first claw,
Yeah, absolutely.
and a 12 on the second.
12 will miss.
So you take 11 slashing damage.
Oh,
Then it will swing out with its tail. That's a 14.
14 will just
Kind of
miss.
a low roll round from Icefire there.
He could have literally killed me in that round.
Well, as his turn ends, he will use his legendary action to swing his
Fuck you.
tail, his tail out
Whack.
towards you.
How dare you?
Once again, and that is a 13 to hit.
Oh, that'll miss too.
Hey.
All right, con save for concentration on this. Oh, I don't have advantage on it. Yeah, Hunter's Mark goes down.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's not die. Let's not die.
Fucking. Is it me?
Yeah, sorry, you go.
Can I make it?
Melee range ranger. Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jerk!
Ish, I love
You're
you.
getting up, buddy! You know, I thought we might have a cleric that could do some healing, but it's a really good thing that I brought this along with me, huh?
I'd
And
like to know
I
that
can't hear
that
you, but
in
I
my
assume it's
unconsciousness.
nice words.
it's fantastic words, Admiral. Do some killing, all right? And I will
Thank you. Will do.
heal Jark using a level 2 cure wounds. This is not going to be high, but you will be alive.
That's fine. In 5th edition, healing is just
7.
keeping people up.
You get
7.
7.
That's okay. I got a breath.
Is that end your
Please.
turn, Ish?
For my bonus action, I'll take my other healing potion. So it'd be 2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
And for his legendary action, he
Stabs Jark in the face.
Yeah.
I can't not do it. He would do it. Jark has been probably the most detrimental to him.
Fuck you.
Astalda, before your turn, Icefire will use his legendary action to swing his tail, which, Jark, you are still prone on the ground, so he'll have advantage. That's a 28 for 14 bludgeoning damage. Jark, as you come around back to consciousness, humongous tail crashes into the side of your head and knocks you back out.
Just a question. Because I heal, I gain, like, my failure goes away. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah,
You
all
recover your
resets,
failures,
it
but you
resets.
do concuss.
I just go.
You do get concussed rather hard.
Astalda, if you'd like to make a death saving throw for me.
Nat 20. Damn.
Another
Close.
success.
18.
Another success. Admiral.
The Admiral's getting dicey. You know what? Level 4 guiding bolt out the dragon. Let's go.
Guiding bolt the shit.
11. I am
Oh
fucking
my
awful.
god.
That's
How
a
am I
4.
bad at random numbers? Good
Dear
god.
me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the dab and end my turn.
Yeah, I don't
guess.
think you've rolled above a 10 on a guiding bolt except for the
My,
one.
Yeah, my honestly, my attack rolls have been miserable all
Dear
campaign.
Lord.
And that one on
Oh,
Jark's death save, there's 2 failures for Jark.
Greg's, this whole
fuck.
campaign
We're all gonna
was just to
die.
kill Jark, wasn't it? You bastard.
Layer action. Layer action.
John, let's be honest. There's any character he's wanted to kill from
I
character
know, right?
creation.
Um,
It's Alexei Boylkov. It's not John.
Admiral John Beluga, a sphere of freezing mist surrounds you. I need you to make a Constitution saving
Be
throw.
gone, Scally mist. 20.
That's a success. So you take 9 half down to 4.
Halved again to 2. Feels
Half
good.
again to 2. Lovely.
I am resistant.
Avi.
Blast him!
Ish, do we try and save our friends, or we go for this? I guess we.
Well, I mean,
go
what
for
do you have
damage.
left?
I have Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Oh, do it!
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
we
nat 20.
go.
Okay.
Lovely.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Fuck Eldritch Blast.
Is that?
There's a 14
Oh,
altogether.
low. 14. Yeah. I'm gonna pull him 15 feet towards me for some
Okay.
reason.
Is there not a size limit on that?
That's what I was wondering. Does it specify a
He's
size limit?
gargantuan.
He is
So
gargantuan, right?
provided the target is no more than 1 size larger than you on Crusher, so I can't do that one.
Okay.
The Grasp of Hadar. It doesn't have a size limit, so I can pull him 10 feet.
Okay. You pull him 10 feet. Is it closer to you? Yes.
That one has to be closer in a straight line. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Can I
Yeah,
move away before
move!
I do my second one?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just go as far back. as
Oh
I
my
can.
god.
And I'll blast him again.
Ooh,
For 25.
We're close.
We're
guys,
getting there.
Close. We're
12?
close.
So that's
15
Just
altogether.
no, just 12. Just 12.
Oh,
not the
sorry.
bludgeoning.
That's right. You already used the bludgeoning one. So 12. And do you want to pull him again?
I do want to pull him again.
Okay.
No, sorry, once on each of your turns.
Grasp
That one's
of
only
Hadar
once.
once a turn.
The Crusher,
He's-
I can do twice.
He's gonna turn around and just breath weapon everyone over here, and
Oh, he's got
all
his
of us are
breath
just gonna
weapon.
fucking
Yeah,
die.
I don't know why Avi ran towards
Oh, he's
Admiral
got his
John
breath
Beluga,
weapon.
but 60-foot
Wait.
cone, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm worried about rinsing the 3 that are there.
Yeah, I mean, Jark
Jark's
just
going down.
dies. Yeah.
Well, at the end of Avi's turn,
I'm also
Icefire-
up in the air. Sorry. Carry on.
Okay, very nice. Icefire will use his legendary action to swipe his tail at you, Ish. That's a 15.
Just hits.
Just hits. Lovely. 9 bludgeoning damage. And then, I mean, it's gonna use the breath weapon.
They're literally in a cone.
We are standing in a cone.
Well, as for Astalda and Jark, there's no save. You will automatically take 2 failures on your. Is that
Yes,
right? Is that
yeah.
is 2 failures?
2 failures an attack, yeah.
So, Ish, if you want to make Sorry, it's a con save. I keep getting them all mixed up. It's a con save for the breath weapon.
Does a 17.
Is a failure, I'm afraid.
Fucking what?
And she doesn't get her aura because she's dead.
Okay. It's 42 cold damage.
Okay.
Didn't like how Scottish she said 42 there. He's having too much fun.
Oh, Jerk died.
Jark is completely
Rest in peace, Jark.
I have been frosted over.
torn apart, and his face locks in a silent scream of pain as he dies.
Can't he be in that like my token space position?
No, he screams. He screams as he dies.
I'm gonna
So
absorb
Estalda,
elements. The thing.
Okay. Estalda is 2 failures for you. And Ish takes half damage.
Does that cancel out the successes?
No.
No, you got 2 successes.
I just have all of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
both. Yeah,
It's first to
The
whatever
next
3.
roll's pretty important.
Yep.
it sure is.
Pretty important.
Ish.
Ish is fucked up. I have 5 HP.
I mean, I'll say it again. You're close.
But if Estalda fails, she dies.
That's true.
Very true.
He has movement as a legendary action, though, right? He can literally finish us off before his next turn, I think.
I mean, he doesn't even need to move. He has a tail
Admiral!
that's 15
We
feet
need
long.
people up, I think.
Admiral, I'm leaving it to you. Cure wounds.
Wonderful.
On Estalda.
Okay.
I maxed. Well, oh,
Yes, she gets a
nice,
turn.
10.
That is useful. She gets a turn.
That's 10.
Maybe.
I am spent. That's
Okay.
it.
Ish.
I thought I'd be like, bruh.
At the end of your turn,
Oh,
I
with my
fire-
bonus action, however, I haven't gotten to use this a lot. I'm going to help. Yeah. First time the creature you help hits a target on an attack roll, the target has disadvantage on the attack roll makes within the next minute. I'm going to hospitality. So it's part of like the Feywild thing. I'm going to give us each another D6 plus proficiency bonus. So 9 temp hit points as well, Estalda.
That'll help
Just
against the
a stop,
54 damage
Hey.
breath weapon.
I'm trying to do whatever I can.
Okay. So what's that? So it's 10 health and then 9 temporary for
Correct.
Estalda.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my
Okay.
bonus action. And then
Ish, at the end of your turn and before Estalda's.
good, hang
I
on, good
fire-
luck.
Oh, you want to move? Sorry.
Just
Run
self.
away!
Okay. Well, in which case, Icefire will swing his tail at Estalda, who I believe
Just
will still be
miss.
prone.
Just miss.
Let's see. It's 23 and a 16. So
16 misses.
23. Sorry, I don't know why I read it like that because I meant to say he has advantage. So it's 23.
Oh, right, okay.
Because he only makes 1 attack. So 23 hits for 13 bludgeoning damage.
The 10 hit points.
Thank God.
So important. So important.
But that was his legendary action. So
Get
Estalda,
up! Get up!
Smite the
Smite
shit out
him!
of him.
Come on!
He's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
yeah, he is at ground level.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it and
Fucking do it.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the vow of enmity. Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then my my vow of enmity should still be up because it says that it's not me that goes down that ends it. It's him that ends it.
Sure. So you have advantage on all attack rolls
Have
against him.
advantage, Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
This could be good. Could be good. Could be
Come on.
important. Let's see.
be terrible.
22.
That one. No,
Advantage 22.
22 hits.
Advantage. Yeah.
22 hits.
Smite him.
Do you have any spell slots for smites?
Yeah.
Dump them.
Okay.
Burn him. Burn him.
So that's 9. Do we take the first roll? 9 damage.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Where's that 5 coming from?
I don't know where the
Says it's
D10
an
is coming
additional
from.
D10. I think it might be. There's an ability later in Paladin levels that like you do an additional radiant damage, like you have a holy weapon. But I don't know because I can't see.
Is that not cleric? Because that's me.
Is that cleric?
Yeah, I do that.
So it's a D.
Yeah. I
Oh, that
don't
might
know
just
where
be
that-
doing the two-handed then. Don't know.
Oh, it's the two.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it
9.
is just 9. Okay. So 9 bludgeoning damage. And then are you wanting to
Plus Hunter's
smoke
Mark.
him? Oh, plus Hunter's Mark, of course. So
Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking how many spells I've got. Yeah, so plus Hunter's Mark. Oh, extra
Nice.
one.
a solid 1.
That.
And then I'm going to use my Divine Smite.
Be smote.
Him.
Second level. That's another 18
Oh,
radiant
holy
damage.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, a solid whack across the face, and you hear an almighty crack from Icefire's jaw. And at this point, bright blue blood is leaking from numerous wounds across him. If you'd like to make your second attack,
Second attack,
25?
25.
25 hits,
Smite him
Uh,
again.
Do it again. Do it again.
another
That-
9 bludgeoning damage.
Hunter's Mark
9.
and Smite.
Hunter's Mark.
6.
Well, it's Hunter's Mark just once per turn, isn't it?
Uh-uh.
Or-
Every hit.
Is it?
Every
All
hit.
right. Okay.
Every hit.
Nice.
Okay.
And then, have I got any second level spells yet left? Nope.
Even
So-
a first level would be.
First level Divine Smite. An extra 5?
my
Oh,
it's
God.
It's not enough.
I've got
It's
it.
okay.
Oh,
I
look,
can
it's
go
gonna
to
miss
Beluga.
another guiding
If
bolt.
you
He's
miss a
not-
guiding
he's not-
bolt,
No,
I
I'm
believe-
not guiding bowling. I'm
I believe in
doing
the
something
We've got
else.
magic missiles.
I can blow him up. I
I'll
can
just-
blow him up.
So that was 48
Screaming
damage
with her
in one
warhammer.
turn. That was 48 damage in one turn. That was a lot. At the end of Astala's turn, before the Admiral gets his go, Icefire will use another legendary action to swing his tail for a 28 at Astalda, dealing 17 bludgeoning damage.
You
She's
did
down.
what you needed to do.
That was 100% worth.
Astalda once again drops to the ground. Admiral John Beluga.
So
He
seeing
gets
his old pal Jark go down, he's got quite mad, and he's gonna step out of the fog, and go, "This one's for Jark. Dodge this, you big prick." And he's gonna cast Call Lightning, summoning a lightning storm that fills pretty much the whole arena, and summon a bolt of lightning down on the dragon's head. And I need a dexterity saving throw, but I will say I'm going to channel Divinity to do Destructive
Max
Wrath, which
Max
maximizes its damage to 30. So even if it
Okay.
succeeds, it's going to take 15 lightning damage.
Okay. Well, I'll just say. So, is it a dex save? Sorry.
It's a dex save, yes.
Okay. Well, he rolls a 17.
That succeeds.
Okay.
So he takes 15 lightning damage.
Okay.
And the
It's
storm
not new
rages.
to lightning damage.
No.
Ah!
An almighty bolt descends from the heavens and impacts straight onto the forehead of Icefire, and you hear an almighty eruption as its head is completely charred black. The flesh blisters and darkens, and with a roar, it crashes dead onto the ground.
Whew.
Holy shit.
You did it. You beat an ancient white dragon.
Oh,
Did we though? Jark is dead. But
Jack.
okay, I have one. I think I have one spell slot left. Let me double check. I have one level 2 spell slot left.
Loot my body.
That can I get Astalda back up so she doesn't die?
I have
Yes, yeah. If you
there's
immediately,
a
yeah, you
healing
can
potion on
walk over.
my belt.
It's
as
okay.
well.
I got you. Last of
I'm
my
going to go
spells,
look at
fucking
Jark. Is he just
7.
blown to pieces?
He's frozen in a silent scream of pain.
Ah. Well, I'm sorry, old boy.
We never got to make his necklace of teeth and claws. That looked really good on him.
Yes, it probably would have. He sort of suited that style.
I really thought it would feel better killing this dragon, but looking down at Jark, it's at what cost?
Well, so I really thought nothing would kill him. He was quite like a cockroach, really.
You Jark or the dragon?
Either or, Jark, I meant.
Right.
But
Okay.
There were so
That was-
many things I could have done. We could have killed that dragon so much faster. Frick.
yes, you got a little unfortunate being stuck behind that ice wall.
Poor Jark. What would be his preferred way to be laid to rest?
Smash him into a million pieces or something.
I feel
not
like
sure.
we
He
should
was quite a
likely be
simple
more respectable than or respectful than that.
Well, I'm just worried about him being kept here in some sort of strange mausoleum. But
Right. Well, we can
as we
melt
could
him.
burn him.
No, we just melt with the ring.
Yes. Well, we can do that. Burn the body or something.
I think that would be a better option. You don't have any way to, you're a cleric, to resurrect him in some fashion.
I'm really not that sort of cleric.
Right. Do we know any?
I was never exactly taught that. I wasn't really taught anything, to be honest. I don't really know how I do half the things I do.
Well, we killed the
Can
dragon.
Can I try something? Can I put my vessel onto Jark and cast him inside it so we can take him home to like bury him?
Sure, if you wish to. I mean, I think your vessel is sort of like a comfortable room, basically, right?
Yes, it's a room with
well-
nice cushions and
Just
you know,
throws Chuck's body into his living room.
essentially, yeah. Just so we can
He'll
take him
thaw
home and
there.
roll. You'd like to be at sea, I reckon, no?
Yes, I suppose I'd bury him at sea once I get a boat. He'd like that.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give him the
That
ring.
means you're going to have to come on the boat with me, though. Or at least until we get...
I never said I'm not one for boats. I'm sure we can make a crew yet.
Wonderful. A new first mate already. This day's going better than I thought.
So, you stuff Jark's body. Well, I say stuff. You magically transport Jark's body into your lamp, sealing him there. However, as a small amount of time has passed, there were small snowdrifts around Icefire's lair, which have begun to melt, and dissipate in the bright sun that now shines overhead. And you can see piles of gold and ornate chests have begun to be revealed, that were frozen in the ice.
You know,
Oh, it's what Jack would want us to do.
that's
Also
right.
having a rubbish.
Jark would absolutely want us to take these things.
Oh yeah. I look for the rubies, the gems, all stones that I can find.
Okay.
I need the gold.
There's roughly about 3,000 gold pieces. We'll just say exactly 3,000. The chests, however, don't contain a mass of colored emeralds. The only gems you find are diamonds, of which there is a large chest full of, probably ranging in the price of about 5,000 gold altogether of gems. As well as that, you find a few chests that contain numerous carved whale tusks, the small carved ebony antiques and things like that, probably worth about another 1,000 gold each as well. So a roughly total of 9,000 gold in treasure that you can take with you.
How are we going to get this all down?
I can carry a lot. I should be all right.
I could also, if you trust me enough, I can put it inside alongside Jack. I'm sure he likes to sleep on a bed of treasure while he gets traveled down the mountain.
He would probably like that a lot.
He would. Who wouldn't?
I think that is likely the best way for us to do this, yes.
Okay, can I magically
Sure.
transport a bed of treasure for Jack?
Yeah, you spend however long it takes just to magically transport all of the gemmies and treasure into your vessel and submerge Jark in the piles of gold and diamonds and artifacts. And yeah, you get everything, the full 9,000 gold's worth.
Any
Is
fun
there
little
anything-
items? Little-
Yeah,
No,
any
there's
magic
no
bits
there's
and
no
bubbles?
magical artifacts, I'm afraid.
Can I have a rummage on the Vizini guy?
Sure. So looking through Vesrix, you find a series of notes that seem to fill the other side of correspondence with Damas, instructing him in various tasks and the stealing of the horn to originally release Icefire from his icy prison. But he doesn't seem to carry any magical items on him.
Now, for the big guy. I really want a trophy. This is my first ancient dragon, you know? It's a special day.
Does he have any teeth that are
He has teeth. yes.
especially sparkly? Or
I mean, I don't think so. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure he doesn't though. No, there's no gemmy tooth or anything like that. He's just an ancient white dragon.
Want
Unadorned.
one tooth.
Sure. So you hack out a large tooth from Icefire's maw.
That is enough for me. All right. A job well done, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we did a great deed here. I don't think Jark's death was in vain.
I mean, we still have to figure out what's going on with Damas. Maybe it was
Is he
Icefire.
dead, or
Who knows?
well?
I
Sure,
suppose
we'll
we have
find
a
out.
long trek down the mountain to figure it out.
Don't worry, we'll speedrun it. So
Clip
you
into
make
the
your
map.
you make your way back into the stone hall where the frozen bodies of numerous creatures and Domas were contained. You can see that whatever magic was maintaining the ice on them has begun to dissipate, and their bodies are thawing out of the ice. But I promise you, they're all dead. They're not going to come alive or anything like that. They're just exposed to the elements now and will presumably rot away at some point. You eventually step back out onto the slopes of the seat of ice, and the swirling grey clouds surrounding the peak have dissipated, and the thick mist you could see blanketing the forest and surrounding terrain has also disappeared. And so you make your way back down the mountain. Now, is there anything you wish to do on the mountain as you descend?
Should we check in with the big guy?
I'm gonna
Right.
use my shield for a bit more tobogganing.
Sure.
I don't really know if Grob has much to say to us. Perhaps we should
Hey,
make haste in case Domas is, raising hell or something.
I kind of feel like we should maybe give him one of the shinies. He did help during the.
We gave him an
kobold.
emerald.
All right, just as a thank you.
Suppose we could.
We did say to guard Crick until we got back, so if we didn't go see him, he would just have an eternal slave. Which would be kind of harsh.
True.
We'll swing by. Again, probably speedrun.
It's on the way.
Sure. So you descend the mountain uneventfully. When we come to our little predicament, I'm assuming that Avi will once again just fly everyone through the difficulty of it. Eventually you descend to the base of the mountain, and you approach Grob's cave, and you enter, and he is lying on his bed, snoring away, and there seems to be no sign of Crick around.
Grub, where is Crick?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
He left. I sent him out to go hunting when I couldn't be bothered the other day, and he never came back, if you can believe it. He did sweep the floor a few times, so it looks quite nice in here now, but yeah, he's scarpered, he's off.
I can't believe that, actually, yeah. Oh, well, I guess to be
Seemed rather
expected.
inevitable.
Yes. Well, maybe a present for your help, Grub. We are on our way back to the other side of the pass. I'll chuck him one of the shiniest systems that we have.
Okay. So you toss a. I mean, at this point, it'll probably be about 1,000 gold worth diamond from your hoard if you want to. If you are giving him the shiniest.
Whoa! No, not diamonds. One of the stones. One of the. Sorry, the emeralds. Oh, okay.
There's specifically only diamonds in a white dragon's hoard, as that is what it covets.
I see. Okay. Yeah, definitely one of the smaller diamonds.
Okay, so you give it to Grob, and he goes, "Oh, this is a lovely piece." And he holds it up to his eyes and says, "Oh, there's about 100 of you in front of me." As he kind of spins it before his eyes, seems quite content with a small diamond you've given him.
Well, thank you again, huh? Maybe we'll come visit sometime.
Oh, please do. I pride myself on my hospitality, and it would be a great pleasure to host you once more.
All right, that's enough. We can go.
Okay. Had enough of Grob. So, you bid farewell to Grob and make your way south, passing once again through Isdal Pass and returning to the city of Elderhouse. What would you like to do when you arrive back at the city?
Where is he? You know?
Yes, I think we may want to have a word with Dumbass.
Can we find
So
him?
you, well, I don't know. I mean, Dumbass
He's dead, right? He's in the
dead.
icebox. Yeah.
Dumbass is nowhere to be found, and upon asking, people within the city report that not long after your departure, he disappeared from the town.
I guess he managed to overtake us while we were at the fort, because he could just come straight through the pass, no?
I suppose so.
Well, I guess we need to see the Jarl.
Yeah.
Sure. So you, or sorry, were you going to say something there, Ish?
No, I'm agreeing.
So, you return to the Long Hall, where you had the original revel on your first day in Orheim, and report your success to not just the Jarl, but the gathered nobles, who thank you for your effort. And do you share any of the information about Domas with them?
Yeah, they
I
should
would.
know, right? Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. So I'm just going to speed through this because essentially the Jarl admits that this horn was stolen, and it was what sealed Icefire within the ice. And upon Damas's departure, they were pretty certain that he had betrayed the people in some way. But nonetheless, the Jarl presents your 10,000 gold reward, which she hands out in just a single sack towards you all, and says that, you know, if you wish, you can take the ship at the docks that you arrived on and return to the mainland whenever you wish. Captain Belgorum will happily ferry you home.
Admiral, you got to our ship.
I suppose of a sort. Not sure it's entirely mine.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just. She didn't. The ship is not yours. I'm
Oh.
just making sure there's no misunderstanding.
oh,
Ship is not yours.
oh. Oops.
Would be
Never
a good
mind.
reward.
We will go purchase you a ship.
Maybe the next one, yes. I'm not sure I really want one of those longboat things. The rowing looks awfully tiring.
It does look a little exhausting. And imagine the amount of people you have to hire to row it.
Yes, no gun deck either, which is a bit of a problem.
I am very interested in seeing this gun deck you keep talking about. What is a gun?
Oh. You'll find out.
Ah.
Clearly you've never been in the Navy.
No, I do my best to avoid all large bodies of water.
A good decision.
Okay. But as you make your way down towards the docks and depart Orheim, I assume you bury Jark at sea and have a small heartfelt ceremony for him. You eventually return to Holbeck, where you originally
I throw him unnecessarily far off the side of the ship.
Okay. So just, I guess, to sign off, what would your characters now do with this vast wealth they've acquired? Why don't we start with Admiral John Beluga, because I think that'll be a pretty easy answer.
Well, quite easily start the Dread Fleet, probably recruit some people, and then go and murder a very specific person in his quest for vengeance, which you'll see in the next campaign.
Wait, what?
I guess a serious question for Admiral John Beluga is: do you extend the offer of of being a member of your crew to any of the party?
Oh, absolutely. I just assume they'll all join. And they'll be wildly offended when they don't.
Okay. So we'll come to, I guess, Ish first. What would you like to do going forward?
Get Moby some snacks. And then I think it would take some convincing and probably quite a lot of ale one evening in an inn for Admiral John Beluga to convince Ish to get on the boat at all, and then even join the crew. Rather reluctantly, I think.
Okay, but you do join Admiral
it's
John
called the
Beluga's crew.
Dread Fleet. You're not going
Which
to
is
not
pretty
join
cool. And to be honest, I kind of love the idea of vengeance, right?
You
know, especially justified vengeance, right? So this is justified vengeance.
Yes. Of course it is.
Well, cheers to that.
Okay.
And then
One
drink
for
too
the
much.
crew.
They sail off together. Astalda, what would you like to do?
She will decline the offer of joining the crew.
Graceful.
Yeah, but you know she's going to do one of her speeches about how it's been an honor to serve with the party, and if they ever need the Dark Angels, then they only have to get in contact.
I really missed those speeches.
I think I just gained some temporary hit points.
Yeah, I feel great right now.
Yeah, for what it's worth, whenever that happens, you gain temporary points.
Yeah, and then I guess she reports back and keeps some wealth for herself, and some wealth goes back into the company and to her god.
Okay. And finally, Avi.
Avi has a long overdue debt to his genie Dushara, so having to hunt further afield for gems, having exhausted the local supply, he's now well stocked with diamonds, so I will attempt to buy out my servitude with a large portion of those, or whatever portion I receive from my share. I'm assuming he will say no, and I will continue to exist as a servant of...
For the time being, I would say so, yes.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
Yeah, where I go.
Dread Fleet.
And Jark lies on the bottom of the
you're
ocean.
not gonna ask me what I'm doing?
Decompose it.
If I can, it goes.
All right. Well, there we go. That was it. The great dragon hunt. It was great, and you hunted the dragon.
Did. It didn't lie, which is, I think, its highest quality, really.
Did exactly what it said.
Everything was very honest.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for DMing, Craig. It was a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
thank you,
Thank
Craig.
you. Awesome. Really good. Really good.
That's awesome, man.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I'm so glad that you guys managed to beat the dragon there, because it looked so
We were close.
a little
on
close.
both sides.
And also, not even in story. Like, in story, obviously, it's very sad, but we can all just agree it's fucking hilarious that Jark died.
All right, I actually did the stats here quickly. So I have the record for dying the most in any campaign that Craig or Connor runs. I have died 5 times.
That's actually a lot for the event we play. Like five character deaths is a lot.
Razix died. I mean, everybody died at the end of Guild Gates. Spoilers. Layson died. Garrick died. Eddie died, and now Jark died.
Well, John, maybe the fault is with you.
Maybe the fault is Craig's just greedy little hands.
I treat everyone equally.
You must be getting really good at rolling characters.
Oh, I'm so good. You just wait till I pull Sister Maria out of my butt here next time.
No, we're not having that, John. No.
Sister
well,
Maria is too much of a deep lore reference. That's years away.
All right. Well, I guess we'll formally end the video here. So remember to like and subscribe. See, Joel, I remembered to do it this time because I didn't do it the last session. So if you go back to the second episode as well and like and subscribe to that, that'd be great. But yeah, so
Subscribe to that video. Which will unsubscribe you from the channel. Though.
Yeah. So wait, be careful about how you do the order of these things.
okay. So it's goodbye from the cast.
Bye.
Bye. Bye from me. Bye. Bye.